Yeah, it's Tuesday morning here. We'll see who comes in, who pops in, who doesn't. The yeah, I got a ship this morning already. Canadian Coast Guard cutter was downbound, headed for Sarnia. If anybody'd like to join me, keep me company here for a little while, I would appreciate it. And if anybody could come in right now, I can go catch another shift and get back here. But if not, oh well, you know. Things like that happen. I don't want to leave just the channel running by itself. Hey Russ, how you doing? Good morning, Russ. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that somebody would join me here shortly, so I could go down and catch one more ship for the day. But if not, I understand. Everybody's got things going on. But if you want to join, top of the chat, click on that, come right on in. you doing? What's Boone doing? What is my boondog doing? Are you behaving yourself? Are you being a good boy? What? Gotta go outside. Right back. Boone wants to go out. Hey Ed, how's it going? I had to let Boone out. He's being a wild child again today.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Russ.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna go down and catch a ship here shortly and come
Yeah,
right
no,
back.
go ahead.
I'll make you the host.
Okay, go ahead.
You're the host now, buddy. Be tender. Don't be tough on everybody.
No, I won't.
Okay, I know you won't, Ed. I'll be back.
Okay. Good morning, Russ. Good morning, Joe.
Go, man.
Good morning, Joe.
I'll come save you.
Welcome to Ed's life.
The chair. Another morning of the chair. Well, let me finish getting our stuff ready. I'll be right back.
Okay. How are you doing this morning, Mr. Russ?
I'm back.
Hey Joe,
Oh,
how you doing? I'm gonna go down and catch a ship, and because there's not very many this time of year, and I want to get this. This is a nice one, and anyway, I'll be back. Please help Ed if he has a problem. Okay.
I won't have
Who's-
no problem. I got this, Paul.
who's Ed?
Yeah, who's Ed?
Mr. Ed.
A horse is a horse, of course, of course. What? I just gave you something. Gotta have another one? What? Can you hear him? You can't hear him, right?
No, no.
I said, you want another one? He give me a side eye.
Are
You need
those
another one?
treats?
Actually, what they are, I'll show you.
Come on, Bone.
Little mini shredded wheats.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I give them. I only give them about 3 a day.
you give your
I give
dogs
like-
shredded wheat?
Yeah, the doctor says it's good for them. It makes them go through. It's like fiber for them, you know.
Oh,
Little mini shredded wheats. I give like that one, like that,
mhm.
and it depends. One of them's got teeth that's getting kind of bad, so he don't get one with a lot of sugar on it. The other one he don't care, so he gets the one with all the sugar on it. And then I get the other one. I give him one about half size.
Oh, cool.
You want this? You want
Uh-oh.
it?
Paul's yelling at Boom. Boom probably tried to sneak out.
You might have got out. You want that one? You want that one? Tell me. Now tell me louder than that. Oh, I didn't tell you to tell me yet. Wait, you want it? Yeah, I said, you want it to Tina, and he's up there side eye, ruff, ruff, and she's like, ruff, ruff, ruff. I said, I didn't tell you to tell me yet.
Yeah, I was downstairs watching YouTube on TV, and Paul was like, almost like, I need somebody to jump.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, I told the wife, I was like, oh, I better go save Paul. Okay, I'll go upstairs because I didn't feel like coming up here.
He done better go catch the ship and then come back.
I
You know,
was like, oh, I'll just jump in, whatever.
you see, then I eat some shredded wheat. You know,
Oh,
saves on buying dog treats too.
I don't know if they like it. They like it. I mean,
And they love it.
nice, nice. The
I'm glad
chess.
I'm glad you can't hear that. A dog barked outside. All of them are barking there.
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Only person is Russ.
Yeah, the chat is very slow this morning. I mean, it's only 12 after.
Got basketball tonight. And tomorrow I'll be gone the whole day. Might get back for the afternoon shift.
Oh yeah, you got pictures, right?
Yeah, no, man, I'm not looking forward to that. Because I don't make that much money on it anyway. That's what really gets me.
Mhm.
It almost costs me money. Cost me a lot of time.
Yeah, but it's something you like to do anyway.
Well, it's something I do for the kids, you know, and this don't make sense. Junior ROTC doesn't do any pictures at all, except mine.
Mhm.
So the only pictures they get the whole year are when I do the senior portraits in the beginning. And I get paid well for that. That's a nice check. That's like a week's work.
Nice.
You know, in most jobs, like a week's work. And that's about a 4-hour thing.
Mhm.
And that's what makes that one even better. You know? And I wish I could every 4 hours, I wish I could make that much money. And then I do the headshots, and I usually do their Marine Corps ball. I go out to the Marine Corps ball and shoot the ceremony. The last 2 years they've done the ceremony, they've done it on senior night for football, so I haven't been able to go.
Oh,
I told them you got to change the date. You got to find a better date for this, you know?
do you leave everything there the night before, or you have to take it in the morning when you go?
I'll put everything but my camera and my lights in my car tonight.
Okay.
All the light stands are in the car all the time. Because if somebody's gonna steal something, let them steal that one. It's not expensive.
Yeah. Not the cameras, yeah.
Yeah, I'll put the When I leave tonight, I'll bring the backdrop. Just in another little bit of case because it's all material.
Mhm.
And it's only tonight it's only a 5 foot by 7 foot green screen.
No, okay.
I don't need the 5 by 12 foot, which is just a little bit bigger. But it's still in a little carry case. In fact, I'm gonna look for carry cases today. I need a new one. I need a new one. I need one that'll hold backdrops and will hold all the stands in one piece. That's what I'd like to do. Find something big enough that it all fit in. But then I'll bring then tomorrow morning I'll be walking out of here. I gotta be walking out of my house at about 6:15.
No, wow, that early.
Yeah, because I gotta be over there for about 6:30, about 15 minutes away. And it's gonna be 32 degrees, so it's not gonna make my day. Because because upstairs it's gonna be comfortable because it's up there and where they do this little rifle range like
Mhm.
they've got for their marksmanship classes. You know, you can't have a gun in the school, but you can have a marksmanship class with guns.
Yeah.
So I got freaked out last year when one of the girls was getting signed on with Vanderbilt. I think it was Vanderbilt. No, she was going to West Point. She was going to West Point. And like 4.8 average, all of this stuff, you know, won all the competitions, set all kind of records with the it's an air rifle basically. And I walk into the gym, I look over on the table and I got a rifle laying on the table.
No, wow.
And it just freaked me out. I said, what we got a rifle here? You won't let me carry mine. But it's and then the first class I gotta listen to the time the first class starts. I got the thing over here. Here's that
So how long
class.
does it take you to set up everything, like your screens and
About 20 minutes.
so
So the first block, 7:25 is when the first class comes through. Okay, first class.
Mhm.
Okay, and that's till 8:55. I'll be finished with them by 8 o'clock. So I got 55 minutes of just sitting there.
Okay.
And the second class comes in at 9. I'll be finished with them. This is a good thing. I'll be finished with them by 9:30, 9:45. Okay. Now the class has changed now. The next block that comes through is 1:05
Oh, so
in
you
the
have a
afternoon.
long space in between.
So I'm gonna make sure of that tomorrow. And if it is 1:05, yeah, third block, you got first lunch. Okay, you see, first lunch, second. I gotta ask about this because if they don't have anybody else coming up there till 1:05, I'm out. I'm leaving at about 9:30, coming home, and I'll go back, you know.
Oh, okay.
And then the last class comes through at 1:05. It's actually it's 11:05. It's not 1:05. 11:05. So I ain't got it's 11:05 to 1. So what I'm gonna get? I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get about 11:45 to 1 o'clock. That's gonna be my gap. So do I come home or not? It only takes me 15 minutes each way. I'll
Oh,
probably come home.
just stay there and lay back and
Well, by that time I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom.
oh,
Because I got to bring a little bottle of water. I got to make sure I go to the bathroom before I leave here in the morning. You know, and make sure I don't drink too much tomorrow while I'm there.
why
There's
can't
no
you use
bathroom upstairs.
can't use their washroom?
Well, they got one downstairs, but I got to get the and all I got to do is I got to get the key. It's not a key.
Oh,
It's
the
they
pass?
need to give me one of them best. Man, they actually joked about it one day. They said we're going to give you a key card to get into the bathrooms because you're always here.
Mhm.
You know, that's the thing.
Oh, the chat is very slow today. Everybody fell
Yeah.
asleep.
They must want to talk to us. They must just want to talk to Paul. We don't count.
uh,
Brenda's not here. TJ's eating cereal. You know that.
oh yeah, he's having his milk.
Yeah.
I sent him a picture yesterday of this wheat store that just opened not even a month ago. It's called Giggles
Yeah,
something. And somebody ran right through the front door with their
must be
car.
good stuff.
So there was a lot of people mad because they were closed. There was an older gentleman too, so.
Why they got a school bus down there? Must be turning around. He's turning around. He picking up a kid there. I knew that was a school bus before he turned around. I just saw the lights. I knew it was a school bus. I wish this guy in the camera would put it back on the freaking boat. The one in the background.
Oh, yeah. It's too far to see now.
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna update my chat. Make sure. Yeah, that's it. Nobody's here.
Yeah, no,
How many
just
watching?
once.
How many watching? You know.
There was 9.
But not people lurking. You know, that's no, it is. It's mud ball in the background. It's recovery one. He's in the background, right? And you probably have Brenda hasn't come on yet because she don't want to talk to us. And we got TJ definitely. I guarantee TJ definitely.
There's 9 watching.
Then there's about 3 that watch that don't come on the thing that let me know everything that's going on. You know,
Oh, it's up to 10 now.
that just means that's Justin. He hasn't come in yet. Mark's trying to roll his ass out of bed.
Oh, I heard that.
Listen to me. You done had 2 pieces of treat, and you done had your pill. You got food over there in that dish. Don't look sides out. Don't look on the side of me. Take your little skinny ass over there and eat that.
Hmm.
I love you though. Oh, I heard you. Don't give me none of that sass. Give me sass. You have it? You too, sass. You heard that, huh? No, go. Go. I'll give you some later. Go.
Paul did say this was a special ship, right? That he was going to go catch.
No, it's just a ship.
Oh,
He probably caught it last week.
oh.
Johnny might be in the background. Hey, Johnny, come on. We'll take over the channel. We'll block Paul.
Yeah.
At least when he goes like this, he needs to at least like leave his checkbook open or something. Or his credit card on the thing, you know. I tell you what, this world is going batshit crazy.
Yeah, no, it's
They're showing Iran. Iran is crazy. I mean, the government is actually shooting the protesters over there.
yeah, no, it's crazy. Even in Minneapolis yesterday they had a big thing too. Protests going.
Hmm.
It's crazy. And then they showed in the news they were the ICE.
And breaking up windows.
Yeah, one of the officers, some guy was pumping gas at the gas station into his car, and the guy just walks straight in front of him and asks him for his ID and stuff. And he's like, I don't have to show you nothing. And he's like, no, you do. No, you do. Are you legal? Are you legal? And then he gives him his license. He's looking at it. I was like, man, come on. I think that's all going overboard now.
Well, it's overboard to a degree. You know why it's so overboard? And I'm gonna tell you why. And people could disagree with me, but I'll tell you why. Because all the rhetoric on the left coming out saying you don't have to do this, you don't have to do this, and then now coming out and they're throwing stuff at them, and now they're on a different level because they got to be a whole different thing. So they're going overboard a little bit, but they're still staying within. Because the officer, I could be walking down the street, and one of them could say if I fit a description or anything, or if I do something that is illegal, they'll ask me for my ID. If I don't give it to them, I'm going to jail.
Mhm.
That's impeding. So what they have to do to fix this, and I hate to say this, what they have to do. Everybody that threatens them, shoves them, throws anything at them, need to get federal charges.
Yeah, yeah.
They need to be charged federally, and it's assault on a police officer. Mandatory is like 3 to 5 years, I think.
Wow.
No, so they have to do it. I'm talking about this. I'll get Dre on now, but it's got to stop, and they're gonna have to go out there. Okay, Paul's not there. Is that that's Paul's spot? He's not there. He must. Where'd he go? He must be chasing Boom. I don't see Paul's truck.
Oh, sorry, it's still open.
Yeah.
Did he catch the
Now,
ship already? No.
no, the ship didn't pass. Not that I saw.
He went to Tim Hortons first.
I'm hoping he's not out chasing Boom.
Open. Because he's just down the street from there.
He's not
not
that
too
far from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember pulling up on Google Maps one time and looking. It's like a mile and a half or something like that. Not even a mile. It's actually not even a mile and a half.
Yeah, the wife wants to go on in March or April to Niagara Falls. I was like, oh, cool. Maybe we'll stop where Paul is on the other side. And wave
You
at
go over there and call him and wave at him. Say, Paul, I'm waving at you. Look at him.
him.
Well, today is the 13th, right?
Yep. Almost half of the month already. Holy smokes.
That still makes sense. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, Friday is the 16th. Friday is the day that the Avada 360 is supposed to come out. Yeah, it's the 16th on a Friday. Yep. I'll put this schedule on my phone.
When Marks jumps in, I'm gonna ask him if he's mad about that new rules. I was watching some guy from UK talk about it.
Yeah,
Last
that's
night.
a crazy thing. Well, Dre came on last night on what you call his channel, Drone Nation,
Oh,
and he said that all drone. Now this didn't make sense to me because he said only enterprise drones in the United States can fly over 400 feet, and I said not, because I was 700 and something feet in the air over that 300 and something feet water tower.
mhm.
Then he came back and said it was in the last update. I'm up to date, and I can fly. I don't know. It doesn't limit me. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, apparently, Mini 4, Mini 5, and the other ones they put a stop to it, up to
Yeah.
120 meters. I mean, here it was always 120 meters anyway.
Because the 107 it says that I can fly 400 feet above an object within 400 feet. So if I come up to a building that's 1,000 feet, and I'm next to this building, and it's not controlled airspace, then I can bring that sucker up to 1,400 feet.
No,
As long as I'm within 400 feet of the building, which is pretty far.
Hmm.
And the last
is-
little flight I did about a water tower, when I backed off, and I was still sitting at about 650. I was looking at where I was, and I was thinking I might be a little further than 400 feet out, like that. But I was doing a reveal, and when I finished, when I started coming back, I looked at it and I said, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm about 700 feet out." But I couldn't really tell. I couldn't really tell, So it was like I
Yeah.
could barely see it. So,
That is high.
but it didn't hurt anything because it was G airspace and there was nothing around, and it's like, and it made for a good shot.
That'd be cool, but same time it'd be scary, like having a, like, holy shit.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that scares me about it, I really, I really trust the Air 3S and the the Mavic 3. I really do. I trust them because you got to check your props. That's the big thing. I check my props, look at them, and the only thing I worry about is if one of the props comes loose. That's the only thing that ever bothers me.
Mhm.
Because at any given time, one of them blades could fly off. And you don't want to pull on them too hard because then you might make them fall off later.
Yeah, yeah.
So all you could do is run your hands down and make sure there's no big chips in them or anything. Make sure there's no cracks in them. Because if you miss a crack on one of the props, it might fly for a little while, but that stress is going to break that thing off. And unless you're somewhere, now if you break one prop off, I think you could probably save it. Because it'll probably do one like a helicopter thing. You might be. It depends on how fast it's coming down, though. Oh, how high you are. That's the best part.
Yeah, yeah.
Or the altitude. Hey, Brenda, what's up?
Morning, Brenda.
Paul gave us the keys.
Yeah, he went fishing this morning.
He went somewhere. He said he was going to do a ship, but I don't see his truck down there. And that ship never passed. I never saw it. And he did yell at Boone. So maybe he's chasing Boone.
How's it going, Brenda? How's your morning? Twelve people watching, only 2 on the panel. Where's the rest of the people? Come up, come say hi. Don't be afraid.
Now I got to take all these pills, right?
Oh,
And I thought I'm losing the part on the pills because I thought I took them yesterday. And these were sitting here last night and I looked at them and said, wait a minute, I took these things yesterday. Because one of them here is a fluid pill and it didn't last long before I had to go to the bathroom.
oh,
And I looked at it and I said, you know what, maybe. And I went back and looked. And what I did is when I was getting the pills for last night, I got the morning pills and put them here on my desk to take them. Then I realized I had the morning pills on my desk, not the night pills, so I just left them. So these are the ones for the day. Now I'm taking 2 of the fluid pills. That might be a mistake.
oh, you're gonna go twice now instead of one time.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Paul needs to be back by 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock his time because I'll be going to the bathroom. And that's just the fluid pills. I mean, and it makes you like a water faucet.
Good thing you got the debate.
Well, if you stand up, it's like Tom Hanks in that movie, where he peed for 5 minutes, and
Oh, yeah.
Madonna said, "That's a good pee," Tom Hanks peed in 2 movies.
2 of them?
Yeah, in 2 movies. The one with the one I can't remember the name of it. The one with the girls playing softball, baseball, and then the other one was League of Our Own. That was League of Our Own, and then in the Green Mile, after
Oh.
Coffee grabbed him and got rid of the whatever it was, cancer, then he went and peed. He peed 2 or 3 times in that movie. Couldn't pee the first couple of times.
Oh. I'm doing good, thanks to Brenda. Doing really good this morning. I mean, the weather's not bad outside. Well, the wind's supposed to be up to 60. It was melting all day, all night, and then it's supposed to freeze up again. It's only +1 right now.
Be cold. We're
Yeah.
sitting right now at 41. I think at the end of the week we're going to be in the 30s. We're going to stay in the 30s.
And then tonight's supposed to go -14 Celsius.
Oh, that's
It's
gonna
gonna
be cool.
freeze up. Yeah, it's gonna freeze up everything again.
Yeah, and then we're supposed to have another front coming through and get colder. That's what happened to us. That's what happened to us last year. We got back to back, like 1, 2, 3 of them, something like that. And that last one was Arctic blast, and that's what they're saying. It's gonna be an Arctic blast. And that last one came down, and we still had moisture, and man, we started getting snow. What I like about when snows like that, I shut the schools down for a couple of days, so I don't have to worry about going to work or anything like that. And then if it's reasonable enough, I can get out with my drone. You know,
Mhm.
like I went out in the back last year, right here, just in a little complex, and it was pretty cool flying around with the Avata 2, and all the people just kind of walking around, taking pictures in the snow and stuff like this. Mark, what's up? He says, Paul, Joe, Ed.
Mhm.
What? Do you see Paul? Oh, that's right.
Good
Can't
morning,
see.
Mark.
That's right. I'm curious now, really serious curious, because he did not, like I said, I did not see that truck there.
Yeah, the camera hasn't moved yet. It's stuck over there. Oh,
It did. It gone. They had a they had a power outage a few years ago on the West Bank. They had a storm come through, and it tore some transformers down, tore poles down there with the little tornado, right?
no.
What's up, Mark? Did you let him in? No.
Good morning, Frank. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Morning, Frank. Oh, Mr.
Good
Lance.
morning.
Good morning, Mark.
I didn't see him come in. I mustn't be a co-host.
Joe did once.
Yeah, I don't see him coming in. He made you the host and he left me out. I'm punished.
I don't.
Yeah, there's no co-hosts.
Yeah.
Morning, guys.
Good morning, Mr.
What's
Lance.
up, Lance?
Hey, Lance.
Hey, Ed, you got to make us co-host so that if something happens, we can
Yeah,
jump
how do
in.
I change it?
It's 3 little dots somewhere around. I think on the
Yeah.
side. The one, but Paul, just say block. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put a tracker on Paul.
What is that thing called? An iTag?
Yeah, Apple tag.
Apple tag.
Yeah,
AirTag.
we're gonna put the air tag on him because we don't want to put a Google tag on him because his phone will say he's got another tag and he'll be trying to figure out what it is. But we want to put we definitely want to put Apple tag. We want to put one on his truck, and let's see. All we gotta do is hook one to his blue shirt because he's always wearing it.
No, we just want to track his phone. That'll be easier. Then we don't have to tag.
You got a point. I wish we could.
Mm.
How you feeling this morning, Mr. Lance?
Sore ribs, sore knee still. When I sneeze or cough, it hurts. when I try to get up and down, using my stomach muscles, it hurts.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'll just have to hopefully just, I hope I don't get it. I hope I don't get a cough, because if I get a cough, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, yeah.
So what, 3 days now since it happened?
It happened Sunday. Did it happen
Sunday,
Sunday?
yeah. Sunday, so it's been going on 3 days.
Going on 3 days.
How
No,
good you
you see any bruising in the area?
No, no
Visible
bruising.
bruising?
No bruising. No, my knees seems to be recovering quicker than my wrist. I mean, my ribs.
I'm about to say, 'cause you didn't say nothing about the wrist a minute ago.
Yeah, no, my wrist is fine.
So it hurts to touch?
It hurts. It's uncomfortable. It doesn't. I don't go, owie, owie, owie. I don't cry like Justin probably would.
You just go ooey, 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 huh?
Yeah.
So if you press on it though, how much do you have to press on it for it to hurt?
The camera's moving. Let's see if I see.
And actually, my ribs.
There's the boat.
Oh, the boat's
Like-
coming in.
If I press on my ribs, it doesn't hurt at all. It only hurts when I cough.
Okay, so
And you
that's telling me it's no, it's not telling me. It's definitely bruised, but it's when you fell and hit it, it may not even be your ribs.
It
but
might,
my knee hurts when I push on it, and I barely have to push on it.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, when your
no.
ribs aren't hurting from the exterior side, when the anterior side, when you're pressing the ribs like this, and it's not hurting, but when you cough, it's hurting. You bruised your lung more than you bruised your ribs.
Okay.
So your ribs, maybe the cartilage on the inside, inside part of it may have crackled a little bit, but what it's telling me is that you have an internal bruise somewhere in there,
Yeah.
which is technically worse.
it
Well,
doesn't
N-
look like it's broken though. Or else
No, if it was broken, he would have a little bit of swelling, not much, because they don't swell that much there. But you'd see you would see some kind of discoloration, some kind of way. You get a yellowish or something.
And you feel it more too when walking
Oh,
and
you
stuff.
know if it's broke.
Yeah, yeah.
How
Because I had
broken?
it before. Yeah.
Boy, you can't even sit up straight if it's broke.
I guess Mr. Knight's no more sit-ups for you for a while, eh?
I know.
There you go. You did it on purpose, huh?
There goes your 8-pack.
Yeah. My keg.
But
well, his lungs can't be badly bruised if they are bruised because it doesn't hurt breathing.
right. Just when he has a extensive like a cough.
Yeah.
So, but this is what I want you to know. If you start breathing funny or feel like you labored a little bit, go quick. Go get it checked out because if the ribs, if it messed up the lung a little bit and that lung starts bleeding, you'll know it because you'll start losing. And it could be just a little trickle. And you'll know it because you'll start getting labored breathing. You start hard. You feel yourself, instead of breathing through your nose, you want to breathe through your mouth or something like that. It could be that simple.
Yeah.
Because you took a fall.
If
I
you
clipped it. I clipped it and I got like 10,000 views.
Well, when is the Avada 360 coming out?
Said the 16th.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it did. Said the 16th on it. The 1/16/26.
And it looks like we can get it relatively cheap for under $500.
Yeah, you might be able to get one with a battery and fly it with everything you got.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'll do, I think. I'll just use one battery. That's going to be 15 minutes. That's enough per flight.
Well, I think you see, 15 minutes to me, that's the only thing that bothers me. Because the stuff that we fly, like if we go out to the lighthouse, I'm going to need 25 minutes or 20 minutes.
Good morning, Justin.
to get out
Just,
there and back, or just
when you
25
are,
minutes of total flight?
Trip pod. Like me.
yeah, I need 25 minutes of flight time to get about a good 7, 8 minutes of film, you know?
Yeah, so bring your Power 1000, fly it for as long as you can. Let the battery cool. It's going to take about 30 minutes to cool before you start to charge it. And charge
Yeah.
it and fly something else for that 30 minutes. You know, or
And then go back and finish it.
and then go back and finish it.
Yeah.
Try to see if I see Paul's drone. And then the picture's so small.
Well, let me put it on the big screen over here. I'll
You know,
put another one
that
on
would
mine.
give you enough. That would give you enough time to pump up a inner tube, right, and then float out to the tugboat and retrieve your drone.
Right. You got a point.
Okay, I'm doing a hyperlapse at the light rail again this morning. It's finally not raining. I'm going to fly with my buddy Kip after school today. I'm going to meet him at a park and ride. He's got the V-copter. It came in about a week and a half ago. So he's going to bring that. We're going to fly it upside down, not like some other guys that are too chicken to that I know.
Now, you see that ship right there where it's showing it's just passing the bridge? The ship's already turned up the river on mine, so his is behind. His is
Oh,
behind probably about 2 minutes. And I still
going
didn't see
pretty
his
fast.
car. Yeah, I still didn't see his car. Or his truck.
Is there snow on the ground?
Yeah, there's snow, yeah.
What controller is that over your shoulder there, Ed?
The control on your background, Ed.
That's the PlayStation 5.
Okay.
But you see, when Paul was going, you see, he was going to fly the ship, he started yelling at Boone. And we haven't seen his truck down there. That's why I'm wondering. That's the Algoma Compass. St. Catherine's. I got so used to watching that in the background. Yesterday when Paul didn't come on, I stuck it on over here and I was watching it. I felt like I was missing it, you know?
How's the weather there, Mark?
Uh, well, it was raining earlier, but we've got blue skies at the moment, but it's a bit chilly, about 7 degrees.
Justin was in the chat. Where's he at?
Yeah, he said when. He's probably
We're not
driving.
interested. No, we're not interested. He'd rather Paul. It's more interesting when Paul's on.
He's
I didn't
probably
see the
driving.
drone at all.
He's probably driving home.
See where it's just starting to make the turn? It's almost making the turn on the other way now. On
Oh,
mine.
wow.
That's how far it's off. He's off about maybe about 40 seconds.
Should have been the other way around, no?
I'll tell you right now if he was out there. He's out there. Yeah, I went back a little bit on things. He's sitting out there by himself in the chair on the side, freezing.
No.
But he left early. He left. It was a lot of time between the time he left, so he stopped at 10. He had to get them Bavarians.
That's what I said. He probably stopped at Tim Hortons.
Yeah, he's gonna be coming back in any minute. He's right there.
Oh yeah. Hopefully he brought a jacket with him.
Oh, he got a jacket. He wears a jacket out there.
So he's taking 2 parking spots? He's that special?
Yeah. That's why he's so mad when that guy put a little tent right there, you know? And he saw it at nighttime and then he called the police. But the guy's in most parking spot. Look, you see what Justin wrote in that chat when he's a tripod, like a mini tripod. Oh Lord. Huh? Man, I might get me one of these. I got an ad just now. It just caught my attention.
Uh-oh.
I've got a little foldable chair that's from the Marine Corps. My son had it in TBS, and I use that. It's just a little easy, opens up and sit on it, right?
Mhm.
I'll show you this one. Hold on, let me find out. I want to see the price before it says get 50% off means it's too high already. Oh, you're freaking price. You got check availability. It keeps saying check availability 50% off. Buy it now. You know that means it's too much. Yeah, it's too much. I'll show you. Look,
$40.
32. That right here. See it?
Oh.
Say what it does. It folds and it twists sideways and it goes into a little pouch, right?
Mhm.
If you see it right here, how it's got a strap to hang it,
Yeah, yeah.
it folds into that little pouch right there, and it said it holds up to 500 pounds. You know, so, but what was this one? $34.99 for the Black Lodge. But if I was gonna get a Black Lodge, it's gonna cost me $34.99. You know what? I'll just tell my son get another one. That's
I'm
a good
back.
idea. That's a good idea, but man, that was like $22.95 or $24.99. I think about it, you know.
Joe, he made it back, no donuts.
He already put them on the counter. He ate 3 that I saw yesterday, so he might still have a couple. Might still have one. But two. Now, if you're down to 1 or 2, you're gonna stop and get 6. I know it. Oh, he made it back in time. That means that within about 7, 8 minutes, that fluid pill may start working.
That was a twofer.
You got 2 of them?
Yep.
Well, we only saw 1 on yours. Must be behind.
Yeah, this is behind quite a bit. There's actually 3. Here comes another one upbound.
See, that's why you should have caught them down there. You should have got all of them where they're making a turn. Could have went around, did some serpentining in between.
Yep.
Oh, wow, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I would have been flying all in between them, man.
Sensing unavailable.
This is a tanker, nice looking tanker. I should have stayed and got it, but I didn't want to leave you guys hanging here.
Well, we took over. We even took you off a co-host. What are you talking about? We changed your password and everything else.
Well, this time of year, there aren't very many ships on the lakes. And so that's why I want to get them, as I can get them. It's kind of an obsession of mine,
You don't have any obsessions, Paul, with drinking his Diet Pepsi and eating his donut?
Diet Pepsi and Boston creams. Woo!
It's no obsession,
Hey, what's Lance doing?
Flying a drone.
Which
All
one?
right. How you doing, Lance? Mark's here.
Good, Paul. How are you?
Hey, another day in paradise.
Was it cold out there?
Oh boy. It's like 18 degrees with about a 20-mile-an-hour wind.
Jeez. No wind and about 48, 50 degrees here.
That's fantastic.
And
Eddie
no
gone.
rain
Mark gone.
finally.
Mark dropped it.
He'll be back.
Mark left.
No, he pressed the wrong button.
Okay, time to land my drone.
Justin came in the chat, but he never came on. We weren't interesting enough.
Oh, really?
I tried to bait Dre in a couple of times, but he never came on. And then I tried to make it like I forgot a movie's name to get Mudball in, and he didn't come on. It's definitely obsession because I wouldn't go out there in 18 degrees.
Oh man. It was cold.
Oh, there comes Drake.
Here
I
comes
said his
Dre.
name 3 times. That's it. That's all it takes.
Landing.
Lance is landing.
I'm landing. I gotta go get my drone.
Now I let him in, but where'd he go?
There he is.
So what happens is you say Draymond Crawford, Draymond Crawford, Draymond Crawford, and poke, there he is.
Going on?
Hey,
morning,
Dre,
sir.
how's it going?
Not too bad. I wasn't here earlier, Joe, when you were looking for me.
I was baiting you in and it didn't work.
No, I wasn't in the office yet. This is my gym day, so I come in a little late.
That's
Oh,
all them the French toast you ate the other day.
Mm.
Yeah, but I said Dre's not here. Dre's not here. When I said the third time, pink popped up. So it's Draymond Crawford, Draymond Crawford.
I don't know why this thing keeps zooming in like that. There we go.
That's because you bought one with the affiliate link from Justin.
Yeah.
morning, Laura.
Morning, Laura. Shut up, Laura.
Laura.
Shut up, Joe. You hear? Shut up, Joe. Pack it in.
How's Laura doing today, I wonder?
So you said last night that only the Enterprise drones were allowed to go above 400. I fly above 400 all the time.
Yeah, that was my mistake, Joe. I put that late in the chat. I had set all my non-enterprise drones to 400 and forgot about it.
Forget about it.
Yeah, but yeah, they'll go to 1640, 1650. What they'll do. My
Yeah, 'cause
enterprise drones will go up to 4,000 and some change, almost 5,000 feet.
Oh, wow.
How long a battery life do you get on the Enterprise? Is that multiple batteries?
The M30, I'm trying to think, I've used it where I've had to get down to 25%, so about 28, 30 minutes. You know,
There's no way you can climb to 4,000 feet though in 28 minutes, is there?
No,
And get back?
no, I should say that there's a guy on one of the Facebook groups asking about how can you fly up the side of a mountain maintaining under 400 feet. And I said, your problem is not going to be maintaining the 400 feet, but the maximum altitude distance of the drone itself built in.
Yeah.
You know, once you hit that 16, 45, 1650, it's going to stop. That's just built into the drone itself. So
Got a
unless you're
ceiling,
gonna
yeah.
hike up to that level and then relaunch again, so you want to fly up some side of the hill, that's about 2,000 feet, I think you can't do it. You know, and everybody was trying to explain firstly that everybody said, oh, as long as you stay within 400 feet, I said, this had nothing to do with 400 feet. This is what's built into the drone as far as altitude from the takeoff point. Because you can fly alongside a mountain and maintain 400 feet
Yeah.
AGL, but the drone has a built-in limit. So I explained to them, check your settings, see what your max altitude is, and that will tell you right there off the bat.
Right. Yeah, because that one tower that Johnny and I flew a year ago when they were just starting to build it. When I got to the top of the tower, I thought it was funny. We got out there and we're looking at it, and he said, "How far is that from where we're at?" And I said, "About where the lighthouse is, about 1980, something like this. That's all it is.
Mhm.
This is a water tower, you know." I said, "That's how far it is." So we're flying, and I get to 1900, I get to 2000, and I get to 2100, I get to 2200, and he said, "Wait, you there yet?" I said, "No, I'm at 2300. I'm not even close." Like this. And he goes, "What do you mean not even close?" I said, "I'm telling you, I'm not even close." And it was about 2,600 feet from where we were.
Yeah,
Wow.
And
now
that's
see, that's
that was
the
because of the
linear,
size of it.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
but that was
linear
the,
distance,
yeah,
yeah, the linear distance is a lot, you can fly a lot further, but the straight
Yeah.
up altitude,
yeah.
like I say,
So-
you'll stop around,
And he said, "You kidding me?" I said, "No, I'm serious. I'm not even close to it." I said, "Because it looks closer because it must be bigger than we think." And
yeah,
I went up and I got up to the side of that water tower, and the top of that water tower where it was set up was about 280 feet,
mhm,
right? And that's the other one's only about 160.
right,
So it was wider and bigger. And then I followed it all the way up to the top of that crane, and I was at 368 at the time.
mhm,
So I went up to 768 and was looking down at it, and that looked cool. Yeah. And then when I went out the last time I went out there, I think it was no, that might have been 768 when it was fully made, when it was fully done. But I
mhm,
think I was at like 6 something. It was about 100-foot difference when they finished.
yeah,
But I've been above that thing twice at 400 above. And it's crazy.
mhm,
What's crazy is when you about 768 feet and you're coming back and you're getting a reveal of the whole area.
yeah,
And you look up there and all it is sand and all it is sand, water pits, and the roads that are paved now. They still haven't put
Mhm.
buildings in there yet. That's been over a year and a half.
mhm,
Getting all the infrastructure done first.
yeah. And that's some sunshine or you got some light?
No, that's the light.
All right, looking good, looking good.
Thank you, thank you. That's the light. No sunshine today.
Yeah, you want to catch Don, catch you slipping, as we say, slipping back into the darkness.
Well, that's the third time we said Donald, so he should be coming in.
Hey, Mr. Lentz, what drone were you flying today?
Air 3S.
Oh,
Best drone ever.
You see that other video I put up yesterday, Joe?
I saw it and I went to go to it and I got talking to Johnny and I got to doing something else and I went to bed.
Oh, I see how it is. Johnny's more important. Okay. Simplify, Joe. Simplify.
Here comes Birdman.
Here comes David.
I'll look at it. I know where it's at. Let's put it that way.
Hello, David.
Good afternoon, folks.
How are you doing?
Good morning, Mr. David.
Hanging in, huh?
Yeah, just about.
Well,
Just
I'll
about.
help you out, David. Pack it in.
You hear that, Laura? Pack it in.
Yeah. Laura says it's raining over there, David.
Just a bit.
Just a
We've
bit.
gone from a very, very wet 2 months to very, 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 very cold, back to very, 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 very wet.
So what you're saying is normal weather for the UK.
No, not normal weather for the UK. It's so bad that top football teams are struggling with the pitches. They just literally just turn into mud baths.
So you're saying the soccer teams, their fields are flooding. That's what you're saying.
Football. It's that game where you play with your feet.
And the pitches.
Not pick it up with your hand and throw it.
Soccer teams and the fields are flooding. Okay, we got it.
See,
Is that a live shot of your printer there, David?
Yeah, I just thought I'd put it up there so I can watch it.
well,
That's,
we
that's,
make
pretty,
it.
that's pretty smart. You guys can make your wedding china in-house.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. What's that? It looks like a cat or something.
Leave my microphone alone, you little fucking yellow bastard. What?
Like a nice
Oi.
little fancy bowl there.
Yeah,
So what's
it's
it gonna-
actually not a ball. That is going to be a cockatiel's belly.
Really?
He's printing a cockatiel.
Okay,
Shut
up, Joe.
I'll leave that one alone.
Yeah, that
I
is
don't want
just
Laura to come over and say, "Shut up, Dre."
yeah, that's just half of the belly because one claw was one bed.
Wow.
Hmm.
That's how big I'm printing it.
Hmm.
I just want to. I've just got into all this, you know, being able to merge stuff, and I just want to play around and see how big I can make things.
Okay.
I nearly committed then, but I'm walking away.
Yeah. The next one is a life size version of Laura, but I only need one bed for that.
Laura's a one bed person. What?
Yeah, one print bed.
One print bed. Okay.
Yeah, that's like art. Art will do half of a print bed.
And I might do Justin's ego at some point, but that'll be like 100 print beds.
Yeah, you can't. You waste money there on all that filament.
You guys.
I think Ed hurt Art's feelings last Friday
I heard his feelings. Oh,
because you outperformed his show.
oh,
Yeah, he's back on these chat shows. About bloody time and all.
Football today.
No.
So, any news on the car, Joe?
I was supposed to know today.
Okay.
He said, "I'll know." He said, "I'll be able to give you an answer tomorrow." That's what he told me. So he said, I have a pretty good idea what it's doing. He
Well, he
said,
said
I
that
have,
the first day you gave it to him.
yeah, but he said, I've been fooling with it. And he said, and he said, I'm pretty sure what it is. He said, I don't want to do anything and charge you for something I'm not doing right. You know, that's how he
Right.
put it.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, so
By the way, Joe, this is a 7-day print.
Laura said she's off now because David's here.
Yeah.
Oh, she was in the background. She whacked me for the comment about life-size version of Laura.
Mhm.
just you're gonna be using a lot of pink filament
Pink.
for the hair and like that.
Oh, no, it's all been printed in white. And then it's going to be put together, and then I'm giving it to my niece to paint because
You
she
gotta paint it,
likes doing
okay.
painting.
Well, I thought she was going to use it as a voodoo doll or something.
Yeah.
She said
They
she
don't-
wanted a big project. She's going to get one.
Mhm.
They
That's
don't
an
have
idea.
those on UK, do
That's an
they?
idea. What voodoo?
Yeah.
So this part here is 12 hours to print,
Wow.
12 hours. Wow.
and the whole model should take 7 days.
That's too long. I did one that one to put the second AMS up there took me about 4 days, and that's too long.
Like 7 days straight, like 24 hours straight? Every
Now,
day?
the
Oh,
I've planned 8 hours break to give the printer a break.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, wow.
So equivalent probably to about 4.5, 5 days.
Mark's back. He fast charged the phone so he come back.
Here's Mark.
Mark, what happened?
Battery went.
Oh,
Morning, Dre. Morning, David.
Good morning.
Don't forget to say morning, Laura, because you'll be in all kind of trouble.
All right, she's in the other room now. Yeah, my only concern about this print, Joe, is that I'm printing it hollow to try and save on filament.
Yeah, that's gonna be scary. That's why we thought it was a bowl.
I actually set it to 10% infill, but it seems to have gone, nope, no infill for you.
Mhm. I want to hear that Sotomayor in Supreme Court. I need to hear what she's saying about the fight to save women's sports.
Oh,
I want
God.
to see what kind of excuse she gives.
Wow, what's
on
happening
that.
to women's sports?
No, they're trying to. There's a couple of states that have banned
The
transgenders from women's
Supreme
sports.
Court is making a decision
Yeah,
on
they're
women
getting ready to
in
do it.
men's sports.
It should be a 9-0 vote.
Well, the thing is, we should have, if women want to play in men's sports, that's fine. Men shouldn't play in women's sports because the testosterone and all that level is
Agree.
different. Right? Trans people should have their own sports.
I agree.
Right? And then people can go and watch what they want. So we can have a multi-sport. You can have a women's sport, a men's sports, trans sports.
so
And if they really, really want, have a gay version as well, you know, where they all go around going.
so you're saying, David, a woman cannot play football with the men?
No, a woman can play football. Some of the women footballers are better than the men footballers.
David, have you seen some of these ladies that play football? How built
Are you
they
on about American football
Yeah.
or are you on about British football? What you guys call soccer?
I was soccer or 10, you know, the one.
No, that's rugby.
No, not rugby. Whatever
Talking
you
about
would call
American
it. Okay,
football.
you would call it rugby, call it rugby. You see how built some of those ladies are?
Oh,
They
yeah.
look like dudes, bro. So
Some
I
of them
think-
are.
Or it could be the other way. They do it like a lady.
Yeah.
We've already got transports.
What, the bus?
Buses,
tram.
trains.
Yeah, Dominic takes the transportation every morning.
But we have female referees in the male game.
Good morning, East Coast.
And high school here, they've got 2 or 3 teams that got female kickers.
Yes, that's what I mean. Like,
They got one girl that used to play for Lakeshore. Coach Jones was the coach. That's the Mandeville coach now. And I was asking him about it a few weeks back. I just this caught my attention. I said, "Let me ask you a question. When you had the girl out there, I can't remember what her name was. I said the girl out there when she used to kick. I used to notice she was really small. She could kick. She was a good kicker, right? She kicked the ball, and as soon as she kicked the ball, she reached down, grabbed the tee, and take off. Get off the field. He said, "Yeah, I told her kick the ball and get off the field, or get killed."
And one day they're gonna lead her out there to make a tackle, somebody break loose.
You know, I'm telling you.
Well,
She would never see it because she was headed back to him running. I mean, I never saw her stand on the field. Every time she kicked the ball, she turned her
Yeah.
back, take off running off the field with the teeth. A
see,
lot of times, if she couldn't grab it fast enough, she just keep running.
Yeah.
this
So
could
I'm
get me
just
in hot
saying,
water.
how many kickers do we see at all levels who are about as worthless as can be to do anything else but kick the ball?
Right.
So I'm saying, if she can grab a shoe, that might be the difference between a run back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Have you seen the kickers lately? The college and NFL kickers, they are thick.
Yeah.
We've got an influx of hefty lefties.
Yeah, but the problem is they still can't tackle nobody.
The thicker kicker.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Well, this may
how
get me
many
in trouble.
highlights do you see of kickers and quarterbacks getting smushed into the ground by some linebacker on an interception or a guy running back the ball just put one little move on them, they, like I say, fall off their job.
Yeah.
This may get me in trouble here, but I'm blaming Ed for it. Right? Just think, there are 7 days a month, right, when women in men's sports should be a no, because no man it could ever survive it.
Us sexist would say.
You could call it period sports.
They just wouldn't be able to play, period. Okay?
Sure, blame that one on me. That's a good one.
You're Canadian, you can take it.
Yeah, we got big shoulders.
Yeah, you used to getting beat up.
Hey, Terry.
Yeah, look at their hockey teams.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Right, I've started my diplomatic war. I'll catch you all later.
This stream ain't gonna last
Pick on-
long. It's
pick
gonna
on
be
Ed Day.
banned.
Pick on Ed Day? No.
Yeah.
Nah.
You got
I
to be
know.
nice to Ed. Ed helped me out today tremendously.
I know our team sucks right now. Well, we just won our second game, so we're coming back. You guys better watch it now.
Boy, the Kraken are on a roll.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They started out good, then they went really, really, really bad, and now they're like the best team in the NHL right now. The last
I wonder.
15 games.
I wonder whatever happened to that girl that was a goalie that tried out for the NHL there. I wonder whatever happened to her.
That was she changed periods.
Huh?
She's playing in the second period now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably too small.
She does her best playing when it's like third period.
Oh,
I know they got a couple of women standing at the Supreme Court right there. They could be a goalie.
I don't know. I mean, when a woman's on her period, that's when you keep away from them. They're vicious.
I've already done that and blamed Ed for it.
Yeah.
I'm claiming diplomatic immunity.
Mr. Dre, are you going flying today?
Haven't decided yet. I took that M350 out yesterday to do my first flight with it and to see how it flies. And it's very similar to the M30T as far as flight characteristics, how it handles. So I'll see how I feel. If I got nothing else going on today, I might take it out and let it stretch his legs a little bit. But the person that loaned it to me, they've had it sit in a room for over a year. No
Oh, wow.
flights. So as
So
I
it's
was
a little bit
charging as I was charging the batteries up yesterday, I found out one of the batteries is bad, won't charge. And I don't know if it's in a deep sleep
Deep
mode
cycle.
or yeah, something. All the other 7 batteries charged up okay. But that's one of the dangers you face when you put your drones up and you don't do a monthly or every other month, that's part of your servicing is, charging up your batteries and then let them discharge their own. He said, well, I had them in storage mode. I said, yeah, storage mode is not good for long-term storage. I said, you still need to take them out, charge them fully up, at least I would say every other month, and then let them naturally discharge back to that 50% state and stuff. So
Yep.
so I had to send them a note says, hey, that one battery is BO.
How much a
Greg,
battery for that cost?
Which one?
Well, batteries for that drone, I think they're about $500-600 a pop.
Oh, wow.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, I know batteries for my M30T are $350
Wow.
a pop. So basically a pair is $700. And like I said, my M30T requires 2 batteries. This thing requires 2 batteries to fly. So that's a pair. So that's how much money you'd add up. Like she has a set of 4, so that's 8 batteries. So I guess
Wow.
the same amount. I mean, just the batteries alone, you're talking about a little over $2,000 easy.
How long of a flight on each battery?
Well, that's what I was saying. Yesterday I only flew for about 10 minutes maybe yesterday. I was just sampling it out, to see how, my biggest thing was I just didn't want to have it do some kind of crazy toilet bowl on me or something like that. I mean, when a drone's been sitting up for so long, like even when I first booted up her controller, it showed me some place in Boise, Idaho somewhere.
Oh, wow.
What the heck? And I'm like, I had to basically force it to, even when I had connected to my phone as a hotspot, force it by going into the search thing for it to, come back to California, San Diego, California. But normally when you boot up, your controller will automatically sense where you're at. And then your map screen will come up to your area. So I thought that was quite odd. That I had to go into the search thing and make it look for where I was at.
It obviously thought you were Marcus.
Yeah. And they supposedly bought this drone in Texas. So that's why I said, why am I getting an Idaho thing? And you bought this thing in Texas, and you said you only flown it once or twice over the last year or so. I'm like, but they didn't tell me where they flew it at either, so who knows?
Good morning, Mr. Don.
But my whole thing yesterday, Ed and Paul, was you guys have probably seen if you go on a lot of the Facebook groups and stuff, people complain about Skydio and everything else and how much it costs. So I explained to folks, that unit I have here is a $50,000 setup.
Wow.
And I said, so don't complain about the cost of Skydio when top tier stuff don't cost you that kind of money. Skydio's product may not be at the same level, but that's what they sell it as, being top tier. So they're going to charge top tier money. And that's why I explained to folks, I said, stop trying to compare your Air 3S or your Mavic 3 or Mavic 4 to what Skydio is providing. And I explained to people, I said, what they're selling to these government agencies and first responders now is a full package for, like I say, full battery setup, a lot of them are buying it with dock stations and everything else. I said, that is a lot of equipment. And usually for law enforcement, you're talking about a lot of infrastructure equipment where these guys are actually not out in the field flying. They're flying from a central location. And they're inside of a building flying a drone outside across the city. So that takes a lot of special extra antennas and everything else to maintain a connection with the drone. To where you might be sitting in a dispatch center flying his drone.
Hey, Joe, send me the link.
Good morning, Mr. Doss. I see we have our hair in order today, so I feel we're feeling pretty normal.
Morning, Donald.
Not as
He was
spicy
smiling
as
Just
earlier.
the
started.
last couple of days. But I like Spicy Don.
You like spicy, Don?
Oh, Spicy Don is fun. You know, it's
Mhm.
like, you know, he comes out the opening bell swinging.
Yep. We don't have spicy Don today.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in a good mood, like he's smiling.
Well, I mean, he's in a
No.
good mood when he's spicy too. It's just a different kind of good mood.
We'll leave spicy dog for Friday.
Yeah. I like Spicy Don. Like I like Spicy TJ. When TJ's all fired up, he's a whole different person. One thing, he actually pays attention. This is what gets him all fired up. That makes me laugh. And I said, you know, DJ's pretty mellow about most things, and then he gets all upset because the toilet seat's not right.
Well, he fell into the bidet.
Well,
Oh, man.
some days you fall in the bidet. Some days you don't fall in the bidet. You just have to live life day by day.
Good morning, Justin.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Justin,
You
can you
ignorant
hear
git.
me?
Oh, what's up?
I saw your comment earlier talking about how your tripod, is that a desktop version?
Still want to
Smooth
catch me from
tripod.
falling like Lance.
Like
On
a tripod on the bottom of a was it the Osmo Pocket?
There's it.
I think, man, his legs must be short.
Doesn't matter. It's all about the proportion of your legs.
If you say so.
Actually, you can use
I'm
tripod in
probably the
different ways. You
tallest
can,
one on this panel.
I have in the past, I mean, a good trick with a tripod, if you're out shooting with a tripod, is to lift one leg entirely up and just use the two legs and set your head loose. And you can do kind of a dolly in by keeping that head level. And you're going to get a little up and down, a little arc there from it.
Right.
But you can get some good camera moves with the tripod with only two legs and a short little, wiener.
Right.
Yeah.
It's adjustable.
Wait, how tall are you, Dre?
Me? 5'9".
Yeah, I'm the tallest one on this fucking panel.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
I mean, shit.
Take
I'm
your heels off.
6'2".
Joe might be the
That's why I use my
shortest.
monopole with Don. Like I can rock it back and forth. You know,
So yeah. Oh,
monopole.
monopod is good. It's a little harder to stabilize the head or keep the head steady with a monopod, but it's the same idea. You're using it just to give you a little bit of stability for those free movements.
Right. Yeah, I like using that with my DSLR just for the
You're
fact.
talking about. Oh, go ahead.
I would say just to keep me from the shakes.
Yep.
You know. So I put it on that, put it in the ground. That way, if I move it, it's gonna go just that direction and not be doing this.
Oh yeah,
coming in and out.
I carry a couple monopods with me whenever, even on vacation, just because it's like it lets you get that. You're still getting handheld shots, and you're still very free in what you're shooting.
Yeah.
It's not like setting up a tripod and framing things that you're really quick on shooting, but it gives you a little bit of stability. You were talking earlier about batteries. Yeah, I got Ronin in here, the first model of Ronin that had been stuck in storage, and those batteries are dead, won't take a charge. There is a way to bypass it. You have to crack the battery open, disconnect the circuitry that prevents the charging,
Uh-huh.
Because it needs that little bit of charge to actually manage the charging. So you
Right.
disconnect that, then hot wire the battery, the actual cell, to
Mhm.
get some charge into it. Then you can reconnect it, close the battery back up, but it involves cracking the battery. So
It's
Yeah.
like on power tool batteries. If you jump them, a lot of times you can get enough jolt in them to bring them back to life when
Yeah,
they
that's
don't want
when
to
you
charge.
that's when you put two batteries together with a fork and a knife.
No, you take the wire and you just jump them with a piece of wire.
Oh,
Mm.
Jump the tube. and
Yeah,
then it will usually
I can
kick
say
it back in.
this person bought the stuff from a dealer in Texas, and matter of fact, she took it in for maintenance because the screen showed maintenance required, even though she hadn't been flying it, and they said everything was okay, but like I said, when you put your batteries in storage like that, you gotta, like I say, at least every other month, take them out, put a charge on them, and let them discharge on their own.
you're saying that now, and it's like, oh, when was the last time I actually flew my Air 3S? That's been a couple months. I better check.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like, that's what I tell folks that, rainy days, stuff like that.
And I'm
Like,
usually pretty
I thought their
regular
batteries
about
didn't
that,
have
but
that problem because they were managed by a computer board.
well,
that's part of the problem, though. They're
yeah.
managed by that computer board. Like I was talking about the Ronin, it's got the computer on it. It drops down to a certain. It drops down below the. It requires a little bit of a charge in it for that computer on board to work, and
Mhm.
so it drops down past that. You try and plug it in, it's just not going to take a charge. And the
Yeah.
way, like on these Ronin batteries, you can crack the case, disconnect the board, and just charge the cell directly to get enough charge in it for the circuitry to recognize it. And you plug it back in,
Sure.
and then you have to still everything back up. My son is going to get to drive his Miata in a parade
nice.
in Tulsa, Oklahoma for the Route 66. They're wanting to set a world record as far as a parade with classic cars. And so his car counts, and he's going to be taking it to Tulsa and driving in a parade and trying to set a world record.
There you go.
Which, here's my thing. I want to start a parade where I can charge an entry fee and try and set a world record. That just means people are going to be, I'm going to be part of the world record and give you money to drive my car in your world record parade. Sounds to me like a scam.
Yep.
His
But
Miata's considered a
Oh,
classic.
yep,
In some groups it is already.
yep.
Usually classic, it has to be at least a minimum 20 years, but some cars,
93
yeah, right there.
classics. The age that of a classic keeps moving forward with us, Justin.
Well, antique is only 20 years if you want an antique plate, I think.
Yeah.
Only has to
The
be 20 years.
I'm not gonna be up there for the parade, but he can go up there. I'm gonna get him set up with the 360.
I didn't
Show him
think
how
his
to
car was that old.
record with. It's a 93. I'm gonna show him how to record
Oh,
with
wow.
360. We're gonna set him up with the clamp on the roll bar, and that way he
They
can record himself driving in the
They
parade.
still make Miatas?
No.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Well, like I said, also always goes back to what generation model you have too.
I thought his was like a 2000 something. I didn't think it was that old. I thought it was
Mm-mm.
like maybe early 2000s.
Hey, Ed, remember I tell you about 400, 500 bucks? I'm right now checking B&H. This is the price for a battery for that stupid drone. You see that?
Oh wow. 1100,
No,
1200.
they have a brand new
Yeah.
2025.
2025 Mazda MX-5 Miata.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's kind of a nice looking car too.
Yeah, so I would say that's a crazy price. That's almost double the normal price, because I know it was not that high
Wow,
before.
it's only a $30,000 car.
You
Wow.
see that?
Yeah, they were very
that
cheap
is
too.
crazy. That is a crazy price.
Yeah, but all the cheap
It is.
sports cars back in the 90s, 80s, and 70s are all like super expensive now. Like the
Dre, we're
Corvettes, the
giving you
Mustangs, those all used to be cheap cars.
We're giving you crap. That
So
is
what I
an
need to
expensive
do is
battery.
get rid of the Doom buggy and get myself one of these new Miatas.
And they, the price went up on my M30T batteries, cause now they're $430.
Yeah, Mazda
wow.
Lakeland near
They
my
used to be
house has a brand
$350.
new one for 28 grand.
For that sucker.
They started putting the convertible hardtop on them MX-5 a while.
28,000 for a brand new vehicle, if anything, is fucking cheap. Wow. They said the Mazda dealer near my house has a brand new one for 28,000 listed.
Morning,
That's
Brenda.
cheap.
Morning, Frank Rizzo.
Oh, there's a 2019 for 17,000. And Jarrett Gordon Ford down the road, they have a 2013 for 12 grand. They actually get really cheap a little if you go back about 10 years. That
Oh, yeah.
2006 for 7 grand.
Yeah, nobody wants them.
Yeah.
My son got his specifically because there are people who like the models that go back where they had the flip-up headlights, where the new ones don't have the flip-up headlights.
Yeah, the original Mark 1.
Yeah.
I was about to say, because I was about to say, I swear I've seen a new Miata at some point.
They had a smaller engine back then as well, didn't they? Was it only a 1500?
I don't know what engine it has in it.
Because I think they're on the 1800 and occasionally a 2 litre now.
Yeah, this one's only that new 2025 is only a 4-cylinder.
The
2
best
liter.
Mazda motors were always the rotary ones.
Those
It's a
would be
manual.
RX.
Yeah, they only put them in the RX-7 and the RX-8.
Well,
That's a-
actually, those are the last ones to get them, but going far back as a RX2, especially the RX3, that motor, you can wind it up to 8 grand and drop the clutch and that posi ring will lock up and you be down the road.
You know what's crazy is it's only a 4-cylinder 2.2 liter, but it's a manual with rear-wheel drive.
Oh, yeah, they were all manuals with real.
Well, manuals are hard to find these days in new cars. Usually, you have to special order
Well,
them.
you can't hardly find somebody to drive it these days.
I haven't driven a manual in years, but I
I
could
haven't
get behind the
driven one in a
wheel and
long
still
time.
drive one.
I'm not even sure they produced the MX-5 with an automatic.
See, all the cars, most 99% of cars over here are all automatic now.
Yeah.
You can get some of the high-end cars like Corvettes and Hellcats, stuff like that. You can get a manual, but usually they have to order them.
Yeah. And
That's
it used
not
to be the
something
other
they
way
carry.
around. When I grew up, you had to order an automatic. Everything basically came in the standard.
Right.
Yeah. The automatics are always a little bit more expensive than the manuals here.
They used to charge you. If you order automatic, that was extra money.
Manuals are.
Yep.
Oh, dude, I missed it. The only thing that sucks about a manual is good luck trying to eat a burger when you're doing city traffic.
Yeah. You can't.
It's a pain in the ass trying to eat a burger going down the road.
Well, it's kind of illegal to eat a burger while you're driving here anyway, so it don't matter.
Well, you shouldn't really hear it neither, but everybody eats in their car.
Hmm.
But it's hard to drive a
PJ.
manual when you're doing city traffic and trying to eat.
Mark, you know you're talking to an expert.
The only thing I would eat in a car is maybe I would sneak a French fry or two, but I always park to eat. If you eat in the car, if you eat trying to eat your burger, then you're just asking to make a mess of yourself.
Yeah. Well, I stopped.
I guess for Justin, he doesn't care. He's a slob. I get it.
I'll eat
My
going
whole
down the
thing
road.
now,
don't
when I
care.
was younger, I stopped eating in my car. I would say after my first car in high school, stop eating in my car because you don't want to have a girl you're trying to impress to get in your car and it smell like old fries and burgers.
Mm.
You know,
I'm gonna
that's
get in
why
Dre's car and do the
I
M&M
used to keep a
slice.
bottle of that old English leather or high karate. And
Yeah.
I say in the middle of
Brute.
summer, you put it all on the carpet and stuff and close the doors and let it marinate.
Yeah,
No,
my years around here, it was Stetson.
Yeah. See. So the
No.
girl,
Yeah,
I say,
drop Stetson down those air vents and pray for the best.
Yeah, like I say, most women don't remember that kind of stuff. They say they'll tell their friends, "Ooh, his car smells so good," and it smelled like him. They'll make that
Brute.
comment to their little friends
was
and
the best
stuff.
for me.
Oh man,
Mhm.
that was the move, man.
Let me take a ride in your
Carpet, the floor
Jaguar,
mat.
Dre. Might
Huh?
do Tommy Boy and put the M&Ms up in the dash.
Hey, as long as it smell like chocolate, you know, women like that sweet smell too. But that was the move, man. You get some of that old cheap cologne you get for Christmas and use that as your car freshener.
Yep.
I like Black Ice. That's the one I always use.
Mm-hmm.
Every couple of weeks, I go clean the car out. I get a fresh Black Ice air freshener.
Mm-hmm. That was the move, man.
Yeah, I used to have the 8-track player going with bread going in there, and he used to tell me, you have the best music in your car.
It don't matter after you impress that girl and you get with her and you're with her for years and she's more messier in the car than you are. Dude, I get in my car and Sarah's got like 50 things hanging off the fucking mirror. She's got shit hanging off every little knob in the car, fucking hair breadths everywhere.
Well, you know, that's the difference of you maintaining the man car syndrome. That's my car. You do that to your car.
So here you go. You know, you're talking about women doing this. So, you know, I'm getting my daughter to work in the morning, right? So I've got a box in the back seat. It's a little bitty box, and I've got wrapped up in that box a poncho that was wet. So I had that little box in the car. So I put it in so it wouldn't get all over my car. So I don't have my car is not really the cleanest, but it's not dirty. All right. So she gives the baby some candy. The baby's eating the candy in the car seat, which is fine. Okay, I can live with that. She gets all the papers and she goes, doesn't come back with any papers. So, where'd you put the trash? In that box.
In a
This
box.
is not a trash box. So now I have a trash box in my car.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least try to put in the box and not just throw
At
it
least not on the floor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said, thank you, at least putting it in the box.
Yeah.
She goes, I thought that was trash in the box. I said, no, it's not. It is now, but you know. I said, I'll leave the box there just for you.
The amount of empty air freshener bottles and drinks bottles and deodorant cans and tissues that are in the door of Kate's car is ridiculous.
Hey, but you better be careful over there. I saw a report the other day of somebody getting fined because they had a bag of trash in their car.
Yes, you can.
Really?
Because they thought they thought that he was going around and what do they call it?
Fly tipping.
Environmental terrorist.
Fly tipping. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, there's another law that you can actually fall foul of over here. If you have rubbish in your car that's uncontrollable, so it's all over your dashboard, so to ruin the view of your window, or it's in your footwell and it can get into your pedals, you can get done for dangerous driving.
Yeah, so you can't have it loose, but he had it in the bag, and they said, "Oh, we think you're going and just dumping your trash," and he's like, "No, this is just in the car to keep the trash collected in the car. I have kids," and nope, he got fined. What was it, 200 pounds, something like that?
Yeah, but that's probably because his car has been picked up as fly tipping before. They don't normally fine you on first offence.
Yeah, they should, but that's the thing.
They can't really not actually taking it.
Where's the intent? Unless they catch you doing it, you can't say, "Hey, you have a bag of trash in your car, therefore you've broken a law." They should find you after catch you doing it. And there's plenty of CCTV cameras.
I can guarantee there'll be more to it. They'll have done something stupid.
I don't know, but maybe. I don't know.
They don't normally go around finding people for bags of rubbish in the cars. But they do stop.
You're right. That's why it made the news.
Yeah. Although they have, they did arrest a woman last week for feeding pigeons.
Like birdseed or bread in the park?
Depends
Yeah,
how she was feeding them. Depends how she was feeding them.
What, feeding pigeons in the car?
No, literally, she was just stood at the side of in the town square bit of Harrow in North London, just feeding the pigeons out of her hand. And there's a sign saying "Do not feed the pigeons." And the guy asked for her name and address. She told him to piss off because it's her right to feed the pigeons if she wants to. And the police were called and she got arrested.
There are just
pigeons.
There's too much government, too many people in government. They want to be too much of little authoritarian dictators on little tiny things.
Yeah. But the problem is now that's made the news, more people are going to go to Harrow and feed the pigeons just out of protest.
Well, hopefully they feed them good things and not just bread.
No, they feed them seed.
Good.
You see, I had a few years ago.
There are some people who go out and feed like bread and stuff to ducks and ruin them.
Machine that dispenses feed.
Yeah, a few years ago, I was feeding the pigeons in Wickford, and one of the stall holders that was selling the bird seed actually complained and said that he has to hire a hawk every so often to scare the pigeons away. And I went, "But you're selling the seed. I actually bought this seed from you." And he went, No, I'm reporting it. He called the police, and when the police turned up, I went, "Okay, I won't feed the pigeons no more. I won't feed the pigeons." And I went and bought 6 bags of seed from him and just split every bag open and just scattered it and went, "Pigeons can feed themselves now. See ya."
You showed them.
Yep. No one's telling me not to feed the birds. They had one in Llandudno about the guy feeding seagulls, and he actually won his court case because the council dragged him to court for feeding seagulls, and he turned around and said, "I believe that the Lord has asked me to feed the pigeons, and unless you can get the Lord here to prove he didn't, then I'm afraid I'm going to have to continue because I'll be rewarded in heaven. And if you're taking my reward away, then..." Yeah, the judge had no answer for him. He just went, "You're free to go." That was an argument to not get involved in. You could go down the other route and say, "Don't feed the politicians, they're vermin as well."
But you kind of have to feed the politicians. They're not good enough at anything else to earn their bread, so you don't want poor, starving politicians roaming the neighborhoods, do you?
Yeah. I think some of our local ones can just fuck off.
Okay.
So, Joe?
No, he's not here. He walked off.
Okay.
He's got his stuff muted. Oh, there he is. He's back now.
So, Joe?
And back what?
I fired up my Avata 2 and my Neo 2 to my goggles. No issue either time.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't have any trouble yesterday.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something going on and it's working now. I don't know.
Yeah.
I had to go to the bathroom and I was listening to that Supreme Court audio right now. They're doing about the landmark women's sports thing. Transgenders and women's sports. And listening to a couple of stupid judges saying, well, that's discrimination against transgender women. And the guy came back and said, no, it's not. If they've got male hormones, they shouldn't be playing in female sports.
Well, they might have the muscles still, but the hormones are a lot less because they take testosterone blockers and they take estrogen. So they've got more women's hormones than they have men's.
Yeah, well, they came
Well,
back
that's
and
a
said, well,
difference in bone density too. I mean, there's a
Yeah.
lot of scientific stuff behind it.
yeah, that's what he was doing, saying all that stuff. And he says, she said, well, why can't you just test them and make sure that the levels are low enough that it shouldn't make a difference? And the Justice Department said it's not the state's responsibility to have to test them all the time. You know, all of this. So it's not going to be a 9-0 vote. It's probably going
Just
to be
make their own damn league.
going to be a 6-something vote. Watch.
I mean, they take estrogen because in the operation, they actually have the stuff that makes the testosterone removed.
Yeah, but most of the people that have gone into sports that they're arguing over have not actually gone through any
Right.
surgery. Like the
Well, that's the
that
thing.
one swimmer, he literally was just a dude that said, "I'm a girl now."
Well,
Never did anything.
They're not transgender, they're transsexual.
Exactly.
There is a difference.
But the other thing is, like with toilets, right? If you've got a little thing swinging between your legs, you use the men's. If you haven't,
Right.
use the female. How hard can it be?
It makes a difference how you use the bidet, I tell you.
Oh my God, he's so stuck on the fucking bidet.
If I accidentally have it on the female side, it hurts.
Jay's, I bet Joe's purposely taking Ducalax just so he can go to the bathroom 4 times a day.
I'm taking it twice a day. What you talking about? I'm waiting for Johnny to let me know he's supposed to be hooking up that second one and let me know what's the difference.
Well, he bought 2 different kinds to try.
He's got the one that Lon just bought. It was like $150 and was on sale for $39. And it's got, instead of like 2 or 3, I think mine's got.
Who makes it?
I have to go look at. I got to look at the brand. I couldn't remember. But
Probably.
it's
I
got.
guarantee there's like 4 or 5 different kinds, and they're probably all rebranded by the same fucking company.
Well, it might be a
Some
little bit
Chinese
different,
company.
different in style, you know. But this one here's got 7 holes that it shoots out of, little pinholes. Where mine's only got like maybe 2 or 3, and they're vertical. But these things will go around with one in the center.
If you want a real one, you got to get the ones that the Japanese are making, because they have been known for those the last like decade. All their
Yep.
high-end toilets and shit they be making.
Well,
Yep.
considering they're French,
Yeah, but the Japanese have like really gone into it with all the toilets and shit. Like all the real high-end toilets are all Japanese.
But you get that little knob on there, and you just sit there when you finish. You turn that thing on, you get that water hitting there, and you pull that little knob, and it goes back and forth, and man, it works. Gets every little bit.
TMI, Joe, TMI.
Then you just get about 4 squares of toilet paper, just kind of pat dry.
Too much information with the knob.
Next you know, you be like, I just took a nap while I was there.
I tell you the one thing that I've noticed though, when those jalapenos are going through, that bidet is great. It's like a fire hose, twists everything out.
Yeah, it's the same way going in and out. You got to shoot milk up there, not water.
the worst toilets are the ones that they have in Europe and the Middle East, where it's like a shower tray with 2 footprints and a hole.
Oh yeah, it's not even a toilet. You just sit down on a hole in the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
I've seen
You
one of
don't even
those.
sit down, you've got to squat.
Yeah, you got to squat. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw one of those. I went to a movie theater in Okinawa back in 75. It was 75 or 76. And I walked into the bathroom to go to the bathroom, and they had 3 girls in there, 2 guys in there, and a bunch of holes with footprints. I looked down and went, "Oh hell no!" And left.
Yeah, you see a lot of that in the Middle Eastern countries.
Yeah.
But a lot of them now, like especially like the really, like the ones that have gone real first world, like Saudi Arabia and stuff, it's all going to be Western style toilets now.
Yeah.
They ain't putting no damn hole in the ground. You got to squat over anymore. You might see that in Afghanistan still, or like fucking maybe India or something.
Pakistan.
In Afghanistan, you
Yeah,
definitely.
then it's proper hole in the ground.
Yeah, in Afghanistan though, you definitely want to be squatting and not sitting, because you sit on that ground, whether it's over a hole or not, you're gonna go fucking boom. Mines that have been left about behind. Wow, that was powerful.
But this woman just need to shut up. She's sounding stupid.
Joe keeps talking about jalapenos, and all I can think about is that scene from Scary Movie where the pastor's on the toilet. God, release these demons. Ah.
Hey, Dre, I got some good news.
What's
today.
that?
Not about the car though. It's better news than about the car. The attorney contacted me and he said just to let me know they got Oshner sent them back the information about the nerve damage. So now they've got that. Now they want to get the neurological study I had, and they gave me an address. This is where it was from, and they said up in Shreveport, Louisiana. I'm gonna have to send the address to Oshner right here and say no, it was here at Oshner, not at Oshner up there. Probably in the same network. So they just trying to get that report. Once they get the nerve report, because they've got the documentation saying I've got the nerve damage.
Okay.
So that's it right there. But that's just the icing on the cake is getting the study, you know?
Yeah, it's if they don't make you jump through 10 more hoops after that. It
Yep.
seems like you always get right to the end, and then it's like they want something else.
That's the
That's
test
the way
saying
the
I have the
government
nerve
does,
damage.
man.
Yeah, I
They
know.
string you along until either you die, and they'll eventually say he ain't gonna die, so we might give him a couple of
Well, and you notice they only start these big things where they start giving everybody money for something that happened 30 years ago when all these
Right.
guys are in their 60s and 70s and they're getting up
Yep.
there in age. Then
That's what I said. They hoping you die.
yeah, then they can tie you up in court for 20 years and
Yeah.
Well, according to Camp Lejeune's lawsuit, since my lawsuit's in there, if they find if I do die, it goes to my kids.
now has Camp Lejeune since
I
fixed
wouldn't
that
be
problem
saying
they've
that on
had?
your fault, Joe.
No.
They haven't fixed the contaminated water issue or worked on it since then?
Oh, it's been fixed. But when
Well-
we were there,
What was
all
the water
before-
contaminated from? Was it from something the military was doing, or was it just?
Yeah.
It was
From
all
from
kind of chemicals.
aviation fuel and
Yeah.
everything else.
They were dumping it in the water?
No, it was runoffs.
Oh, runoffs. Okay.
See what happens, majority of all military bases is classified what we call super sites. Because of the high levels of contamination on majority of military bases, especially Air Force bases. They're all considered super site because the level of contamination to the groundwater, which is basically your drinking water, because you get most of your drinking water is out of wells, out of the ground. So this is what they're talking about. Like you talking about the runoff, this stuff they were dumping, it might have been directly dumping or just natural rain runoff, anything, but it gets penetrates into the ground. And like I said, you'll never know for years later till somebody starts trying to do some kind of development and they have to do testing on the soil testing, and all of a sudden you get this contamination comes up.
Yeah, it's from like them
How far
working
down
on.
does it go? Into the drinking water table?
Yep.
That's the same problem you have with garages too. Like you'll see a lot of a ground around garages are real dark from all the oil runoff.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, that's what like I say about yesterday. The county fire trying to contact me about a secondary containment of an underground tank. Dude, that's serious business. You know, gotta dig it up, all that kind of stuff. Because underground tanks, are what we call self-contained units. They are double walled. So that wall is compromised or whatever, and it's leaking into the soil. Those tanks are about at least close to about 60 to 70 feet deep in the ground.
Mm-hmm. Same as a gas station tank.
Yeah.
For fuel, yeah.
Right.
So I say it's a big guy. So I told the guy, I said, "What are you talking about? If I knew, somebody told us that we had a leak of one of our underground tanks here at the yard, that'd be a big deal." And he's acting like, well, that's what they said. I said, they must have sent you something wrong. And I had to go find the actual inspection sheet that said that we had a gas line leak, not a secondary containment leak.
Yeah. That makes a big difference.
Oh, major difference. Major difference, dude. I said, how do I go explain to the director, we got to stop all gas operations at the pumps. So break out the gas cards for the PD, and all the other vehicles in the city can't use the pumps until we get a contractor come out here and dig it up, and we got to replace it.
Yeah, we got multiple fuel stations around the county, and then we actually share 2 of them with the wildlife services for the state.
Yeah. So like right now, because of the motor officers, their motorcycles require a higher grade fuel, the premium. They got gas cars that go to another station. They can't use the regular gas that we have here at the yard.
The county doesn't use gas cards at all, because they'll tell the bus drivers, they're like, if you go on a field trip, you better damn well make sure your bus is full before you leave, because otherwise we're going to be towing your bus back if you're 3 hours away. And you
our thing is not actually the gas card for the motor officers, but everybody else, you still got to punch in your code and also your employee ID. That's how they track who's getting what, because believe it or not, city employees will steal gas.
Yeah, we got to do, when the driver does it, they got to put in their employee ID, the mileage, and then it turns the pump on, and they can fill up. And we share with all county vehicles, the sheriff's department.
Right.
All of them. Like, because when you go in our bus yard, because we're right inside the sheriff's department yard, you have to go through their yard to get to our yard. There's always tons of sheriffs and their deputies filling up all the time.
Yeah, ours, when it's shift change, that's when you get all the guys sitting down there, especially like come in the morning, all the graveyard guys are sitting there for the last hour or so.
Oh,
catching a nap or whatever.
You'll pull up in the yard at like, if you come up in the yard at around 7 o'clock in the morning, because they do shift change at 7. So if you come around like 6 o'clock, there's usually about 20 deputies parked up in the bus garage yard, and they'll all just be like sitting there kind of having a little powwow, I guess.
Yeah.
About who they fucked up the night before.
You would think it was a union meeting. So what the hell's going on here? I'm going on strike?
Oh, dude, one morning I went over to Wawa's across the street, and I pull in there, and there's like 30 deputies outside of Wawa, and they got every outside fucking table taken up, all eating. I was like, man, I wish somebody would try to come in here and rob this place right now. It's like, good God, because you couldn't see them until you came around the corner. Like, you couldn't see their cars or anything. They were all parked off on the side of the building. You couldn't see them.
Wake up, Ed.
I walked around the corner. I didn't know if there was a crime scene going on.
I was just reading my message on my phone.
But you trying to pull a Paul on us, huh?
No, I was reading. I got a text
message. If he was pulling a Paul on us, he'd say, okay, I think I'm gonna end
it. Yeah. Lance, you get a haircut?
No, over Christmas I did.
Looking kind of spiffy the other day.
Is what it is, right, Lance?
Yeah,
it's gonna go to his head. Stop.
Yeah.
DJ.
I heard you were a little sore. I was listening earlier, Lance. You're just a little sore, but you all right?
Yeah, still a little sore.
That's good.
Dre, did you see it? Were you on there when Lance?
He was on there.
Lance did the big flop. Yep.
Yeah, I knew that he had failed, and I didn't know if he was just joking around. I said, "Hey, Lance, what's up? What's up?" I said, "He's falling." He's falling, he can't get up.
Yeah, it happened so fast.
Well, Justin was calling the EMS.
Yeah, I said we was calling EMS and say somewhere in Tacoma is there a middle-aged guy on the road?
Middle-aged?
Which road? But he's on the road.
Hold on, back that up.
Over the hill?
Hold on, back that up, Joe. You said middle-aged?
Yeah.
Well, he's got
Bring
to.
my phone.
The age is Drake and me.
That doesn't help your argument, Mark.
It's good to know, though, you're all observant for Lance. Because when I had a seizure and fell off the chair, you wasn't around. Shut up, bitch.
No, it was like.
Sorry, that's the bird. That's the bird. Every time we talk, the bird goes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but your problem is it happened so quick.
David, I was gonna say
Yeah,
same thing.
mine was
Yeah,
so
I
quick.
was there.
The only
Yeah.
person that spotted it was a drunk Tim.
Yeah, but you landed on your keyboard and shut your camera off like it happened that quick. I remember didn't you hit your keyboard and flip the camera off?
Let's back
No,
up
but
a
the
minute.
camera was still on.
Justin, we gotta figure
Oh,
out
that's the camera
which
still on,
time
'cause I
he
came in.
passed out, because he's done it a couple times.
Yeah. When
Yeah,
I
'cause the time,
yeah, when
the
I
time
went
I
over,
remember, he just kind of leaned his head to the side and slouched in the chair. I don't remember him nose diving on the keyboard.
no, I did. I had one where I had Sparky on my shoulder, and literally I went over, and Sparky was able to get off my shoulder and land on my other shoulder.
That's when I had a fight with Sparky to get her off.
Sparky.
And there
hated
was
it
a
when
few
he got
times
to
he
see-
got mouthy with Laura too. Then we just saw a bunch of N's and M's going in the chat where he was passed out on the keyboard.
Oh, man.
Shut up, Justin.
So it's not like we don't pay attention to you, David. We do. We just gotta remember which incident it was.
And unfortunately, if your camera's off, we're not going to know if you do it.
Yeah.
Well, you will. You hear a thud.
No, nothing was more hilarious than that one dude from England that was on the live stream that one day.
Oh, yeah.
And he fucking took his whole desk out. He was drunk as shit. And he passed out and he wiped it.
Oh,
All of
was
a sudden,
that Y.I. Joe?
No. This was some other dude years ago.
Yeah.
And I was on the live. I was watching the live stream, and he was on there with Tim and a bunch of other people, and he just fucking passed out. And you see his laptop and everything go flying. I mean, he took out his whole desk, his webcam, everything. He didn't go offline. It was still running and everything. But yeah, you see all the shit flying.
Yeah, he used to be one of Geeks Vana's chat monitors or whatever.
Yeah, I can't remember what his name was. It's been a
Yeah, I
long
know
time.
you're talking about though. Yeah, he had a real sick. I mean, he'd be drunk a couple times, not just
He
that
was
one.
pissed drunk.
Yeah.
And he went to go stand up or something, and he fucking fell and boom right into his desk.
Yeah.
Who was it on Matt's show that fell off? Was it Bud?
Yeah, Bud fell out one time on the
Bud fell
show.
off. Yeah.
No, but what?
Yeah.
But this guy had. If I hear his name, I know it. I just can't think of it right now.
He wasn't around very much on like other people's lives.
No, I think he kind of cut back on his online when he went to rehab.
He came on Tim's like once or twice, but this was like 4 or 5 years ago. It was a long time ago.
Mhm.
I'm gonna set up a company offering YouTube insurance for streamers.
Yeah. But you couldn't, hey David, you couldn't have missed Lance. Lance was going. That's what you heard.
Well, Lance left. He's like, "Fuck you, Joe."
I was just so impressed that Lance had the wherewithal to still hold the phone up.
I remember when actually I saw Paul go behind in that doorway there behind him where you can see the clock. I actually watched him fall through there.
Oh, I
That was
fell
a
on the
few years
live
back.
stream one day too. I was in my. Remember when my chair busted?
I love that.
So
love
the
that
bottom
clip of that.
piece that the wheels were hooked to was all plastic. The entire base was plastic, and I was just sitting there, and all of a sudden the fucking base snapped in half, and you just see me go backwards in the chair, and I fell over in the chair.
You fell backwards, right?
Yeah, or I think I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
that.
because
You shouted,
it broke,
"Ah,
so I was
fucking
literally
David!"
just sitting on the damn hydraulic piece. And
Okay,
so,
I gotta go.
and it happened
Catch you
so
later,
quick. It
Lance.
was like instant.
Later,
Bye,
Lance.
Lance.
Later, Lance.
Later,
And I
Lance.
fucking fell backwards in the chair right onto the ground. But luckily, I had an older chair that was in the garage that had a metal base, so I just put that on there real quick. I was able to switch it out and fix it.
Hey, Justin, years ago before the dogs, I had the desk over on that side, right? And I had the 3 kids in there, and we were watching some movie on TV. And I pushed it backwards like that, my chair backwards to get out of it. And when I pushed it back, that just like yours, it all broke. And I went down, on my back, did a complete roll and stood up. And the 3 kids looked at me and they said, "That's a new way to get out of the chair."
Oh, dude, Sarah pissed me off years ago. We were at our apartment, and I had just got my brand new recliner. I mean, had it for a couple of weeks, and I was laying in it, and she comes running up and jumps on me, and the whole chair goes backwards.
Oh,
Fuck the whole chair up. Now, if the chair wasn't reclined, it rocked just fine, sat fine. But the minute you tried to recline, it went all like cockeyed and sideways. Oh, I was so mad. I just bought that damn thing.
Wow.
Well, you got to stop buying off Team You, Justin. Buy some quality stuff.
Yeah, she was playing around and ran up and she like jumped up on my lap all hard and the fucking chair went backwards. I was like, damn it. To this day, I still give a shit about breaking my chair.
See, Lance said he was leaving, but he's still here because he wants to hear what we say about him.
Yeah, he's a bitch, really.
Yeah, gotta watch what we say about him though. He might have a speaker on and all the kids be hearing.
I doubt if Lance had any bit of brains in him, he would not have us running while he's in class.
Yeah, you got a point.
Right.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I don't know how
kids,
you
you're
teach
free to
drones, you
leave.
can't fly them. I don't know how you teach photography, know nothing about it.
Yeah. Oh, you kids, you're free to leave.
No, what Joe would just shout is class dismissed.
No, I wouldn't do that. He says he knows photography, but everything's AI. He won't let y'all do it, but he does it all the time.
Trying to get him back in here.
Trying
Trying to bait him back in
He's
here.
gonna send me a note. Damn, I had to speak on.
There you go.
Look, you see, he got off. I said, damn. But that would be funny.
I
Class
know
laughing.
Justin will never go to the bank again on a live stream.
Well, luckily I had my headphones in, so unlike freaking Mad Props the other day.
Randy,
Yeah,
yeah, that was
He
funny.
should have
He's
known
never
better
gonna
to
do it
walk
again.
into a store with us on the live stream.
Yeah, that was funny.
He said,
Yeah.
if she hears what you guys are saying, I'm just going to tell her it was you guys.
He had the picture on her and said, "How you doing, baby?" And she look at what? You hear slapping. It was them. It was them. Man, I tell you what, Friday's gonna be a busy day for me.
Oh, wow, these Band-Aids are clear.
Yeah, I've got a couple of packages coming in and everything. I gotta get my sign ready to go kiss a redhead day.
It's all fun and games till that 6'9" dude comes up to you. What'd you say, little man?
Red-handed.
Come here, baby. I'll kiss you. Come here, baby. Come here. I'll throw a little tongue in there. Hell no.
You go get the 6'9" redheaded gay dude in your town.
It's gonna be like that dude from White Chicks.
Has affinity for older men.
Yeah, Justin,
was
the
that?
dude from White Chicks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Terry Crews.
Yeah.
That guy's funny as hell, man.
Oh, I love Terry Crews. Yeah, he's fucking funny as hell.
What was that? What was that show where the guy goes? It was iCarly or something like this, and the kids used to watch it, and the guy ran up and he says, "I won a contest," and he grabs the girl and gives the girl a kiss, right? And she goes, "Oh wow!" and then kisses him back. That's a kissing, right? So he's standing as the heavyset guy. He turns around and he sees this beautiful girl walking up, He grabs her, pulls her all into the thing, pulls it in, starts kissing her, and she's got the hand running through the hair and everything. Comes in, he says, "I won a contest," and she goes, "Thank you, baby." He goes, "Congratulations, baby," or something like that. It's like, and she is smoking. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, Lord, help me. Yeah, the first time I saw that, they were watching it. First time I saw that, I almost peed on myself. I was laughing so hard.
Hey, what?
I told you that happened to my uncle, my cousin. We went when we used to hang out and we go to the French Quarter drinking and everything. We're sitting there talking to a couple of girls, and he said, and one of the girls, I'm talking to the girl, and he's talking to a girl, and they walked off together. He come up and he said, "Come on, let's go." I said, "What?" He said, "It wasn't what I thought it was." I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, didn't feel right. Didn't feel right when I reached down there. Let's go."
Oh my fucking God. Watch this. There you go. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Shit, wrong one.
Yeah. Oh, we got you now.
There you go. Here you go. Watch.
You don't have it.
Watch.
I actually find it really hilarious that you guys think I'm a cisgendered woman that can just do a really low voice. Because I'll tell you what.
This isn't something you learn, mate.
What the?
Right, the born with it.
That's what
That'll
it's
be
going.
Joe on Friday.
Oh no.
Oh shit. What do you do with something like that, Joe?
You don't. You don't. I had my first wife, her brother was kind of flamboyant, let's put it that way.
Oh.
And I didn't know it when I met him. You couldn't even tell. And she told me, I said, "Are you joking with me?" And he was in the Air Force at the time. And we were both military here in New Orleans. And I said, "You're joking with me." And he said, "No, he is. He's really flamboyant. That's him, you know?" I said, "Yeah, okay, I believe you." I thought I don't believe him. So the next morning, I had to go pick up a colonel and a general in the French Quarter and bring him to the airport. And I'm sitting there, and I look up, and there he is, walking down the street with another guy, and he's sashaying down the street with the other guy, and they got each other's hand in each other's back pocket.
Sashay.
And I went, "Oh, he was sashaying down there, like in the song New Orleans Ladies, you know, sashaying by."
Dre, who was that Matt used to joke around with about sashaying all the time? Is it Jim? You remember when he used to say that all the time, Matt did? I'll have to ask Matt about it.
Yeah, you got to ask
There was a period where Matt kept bringing up sashaying down the road.
There we go, back to periods.
I could think he would do that too would be Tim.
Oh.
Ed, we're back on periods again.
No.
But nothing could be funny when Matt did that little short with him doing some kind of stupid duck walk.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. Oh, that was when he was flying his FPV drone and he did that like, what was he doing? He had the FPV goggles on. He was walking in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And he was doing that weird walk. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Hey, Joe.
Sir.
Right now on Fox News, they're live from Supreme Court on transgender athletics.
Yeah, Joe talked about that like
I talked about that 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, I know, but it's just, I don't understand.
That's going to be an all-day thing.
I don't understand some of the questions a few of them are saying. You know.
I got to get a hold of Matt now that I'm thinking about it. Find out why Mumsy grounded him. He wasn't allowed to come on the show the other night.
No.
It was on Fortnite, not yesterday, day before.
Well, he came in my chat. He was like, yeah, I called him on the phone. He's like, yeah, I'll stop in for a little bit. And then me and mom are going to run to the stores for a little bit. I said, all right. And then he comes in the chat. He goes, I'm coming in now. And then just never came. Never said nothing else. Nothing.
Yeah, I'm putting in the chat that one is Drake and Josh.
That is not a good advert after what we've been talking about.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about, Drake and Josh. I just put it in the chat. Check that one out. Oh, I didn't see the rest of it. At the end of it, he takes a piece of gum out of his mouth. I wasn't chewing gum.
Damn.
She spit the gum in him.
Congratulations, man.
Oh, chewy gum. Oh, that's funny. He passed the gum.
I love that one when he pulled the gum out of his mouth. I wasn't chewing gum. Congratulations, man. And that's one of the funniest ones I've ever seen in my life. And I tell you what, walking by me, I'd have grabbed it too. You know, that was a spur of the moment. Wrong moment. They're getting ready to rent that apartment again across from me. I'm telling you, I gave him what I wanted. And then I said, look, I've been living long enough to pick my neighbor. You got to be about 45 years old, smoking hot, can cook, and is lonely.
Some old dude is gonna move in.
I'm just hoping it's not some. Usually, they're pretty good. Neighbors are pretty good around here, but you get one every once in a while.
Yeah, it's all over.
Well, the problem with apartments too is, like I said, you being one of the probably longest people in that apartment complex, you've probably seen. Most people don't spend more than a year or two in an apartment before they move out.
I've seen the good and the bad, and the ugly.
The only time you see people
Stop
living
looking
in
in the mirror
apartments,
then.
like for years and years, are in the really big cities like New York City and shit. Especially if they get in a rent-controlled apartment.
Yeah.
In New York City, then you'll see somebody be in the same apartment for like 20 years, but you don't see that in regular little towns and cities around the U.S. Most people don't spend more than a couple of years in an apartment before they move.
Yeah, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
On this printer, every time it gets to a certain height, can you see in the this corner bit where you've got the
corner
support
closest to us in the video?
Right, well, you've got the support, you've got that little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Why does it keep catching there? Just in that spot every time?
Good question.
What happened to me?
Good question. It's telling me that maybe it put it a little bit off the spot. A little bit off the spot, and that when it comes through every time it's catching one of those little air vents.
Yeah, it's just catching that little bit.
Yeah, it's telling me it moved a little bit. Somehow it moved a little bit.
Yeah, but it's only there.
Your support
right about
looks
there.
like it's. Look at your
No,
support.
the support's fine. It's not the support. It's you see where it goes in and then comes back out.
Yeah, it's catching on the inside part.
Yeah, it's catching. I think the bed's coming back up too quick. That point.
It's hard to tell on here because we're seeing every other frame. So.
Yeah, but if you look at that edge of it when it goes all the way back and comes back around again, it looks like there's a little piece sticking out, like it missed.
Yeah, it's higher.
It is, but that support also looks like it's a little taller than the actual print too. Look at it.
No, that's on the angle. That's
the angle it's at.
Okay. The view you're getting with the camera.
I don't know. It's hard to tell by looking at this because
right there is where it's doing it, right?
Well, yeah, I see where it's at, but it's like we'll see it, and then the next thing you know, it's halfway across the print again.
Like if you also look right there, you got a couple little stringy areas, and that little stringy area is telling me that it's missed a spot, and it's catching on something right there.
It doesn't look like that when you're watching it live, does it?
No.
No, but when
No,
I got
this is what you call it, like a hyperlapse type of thing. Not
yeah, Bamboo only does hyperlapse on the P1P.
you got to
You can't
go.
you can't sit and just watch it live.
Yeah, you watch it live. Yeah. Yeah, the only way you can make it live is put another camera in there.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could buy a little camera and stick in there live. I'd rather that.
Yeah, you just buy a little micro webcam, but a
Yeah.
laptop next to it.
Well, let me show you what I bought. Oh,
Or you
let me
just
get
buy
out of
one
this.
that plugs into the wall and connect it to your Wi-Fi, and boom, you're done.
Yeah, that's
Just get
what I was
another
thinking.
camera like you have or your security system you already have. Just get an indoor cam. Another indoor cam that you can mount somewhere around it.
Oh, I got one. I got one in my drawer. I can put
Yeah,
it right
just
there.
find a place to mount it.
Just get
I'll show you.
yourself
Get a
an
good
old
view.
laptop. If you've got an old laptop, take the webcam out of it, connect it to a USB, and then just connect that to it.
Yeah, that's the point. That'll work. Hold on a minute. I gotta see this real quick. Something's going on. I'm getting cold. Hold on. I might have had it set on 24 hours.
I'm gonna go back here about a half
Nope,
hour.
still on.
See, now it's stopped catching, and then a couple of layers round, it'll start catching again.
Man,
Have you
what it's
tried
doing is telling me.
pausing it and just cleaning that little section up, getting rid of all those little pieces?
That could be
See,
worse.
No,
than
no,
what
because that's on the inner bit. When I've been to have a look, they're all further down inside, and not. That's not what it's catching. It's catching the actual print itself.
Well, the print's fucked up somewhere then.
Yeah, it's just got.
Probably
But
in the- it
it's
could
not
be in
just
the-
on that print; it's on all prints, and it's always at the certain height and at the same point. But it's just weird because all the rest of the bed's fine.
Sounds like some kind of mechanical issue then. Maybe
Yeah, I
your
wonder if-
bed's not actually level, even though it might say it's level.
Yeah, but
Maybe
if the
that's your
bed's not
problem.
level, then it would catch in other places as well.
Yeah, it would catch in other places.
Not if
Yeah,
it was
I'm
just
thinking it's just
off
that one
by,
little turn.
not if it was off by like a centimeter in one corner of the bed.
Yeah, but the point is it's not actually in the corner; it's partly in. So in the corner itself, it's fine. It's just that point on the bed, right
I
there.
don't know. Unless your bed's warped.
Let me show you, David. I bought this for mine, and it's the best thing I could have ever done. That's a light strip, and what it does, it goes underneath it right here, and you unplug this light on the side, and you plug that one into where the light is, so now it lights up the whole thing. That's the best thing I ever did. You can see everything in there. And it was like $10 when I bought it.
Can you unplug the light?
Yeah, unplug the light on the side, but the light strip goes over the top and plugs right into where that light was. So it works like the light on the side, but the light on the side doesn't work anymore.
They just put the same plug on it.
Yeah, it's put the same plug on it. And what it does, you gotta get the one to match the voltage, or you mess the whole thing up. And that one does. It's for that. And if you look at it, it's the whole inside's lit up now.
That's got free delivery too.
Oh yeah, because I got
Yeah,
I
but
got
that's
Prime.
also US Amazon. That's not British Amazon.
Yeah, but that's that thing costs
You
$12.99.
might not have that.
I got it for
available.
$9.99.
See, what you need to do is copy what that product is, go and change yourself to Amazon in Britain, and then check to see if it's available there.
I can do
Yeah,
that.
you get to see everything in there. Put it in the chat.
Just because it's available here, don't make it available there. And
Yeah.
vice versa. That he could have something on his Amazon we don't have here.
It's the BIQU Panda Lux for Bamboo Lab P1S. If Johnny got one, I don't even know he hooked this up yet. And they got different models it's good for. You got to have the one for, that's the name of it right there. You got to have the one, Johnny, I think it was Flying Flynn, John Flynn, put it in, showed it to Johnny. Johnny showed it to me. Johnny said, his is going to be here in a couple of days. It was like a week it was going to be there. So I ordered one for $10. I said, shoot, I want one. And I got mine in 2 days. He got his about 10 days later. I had mine hooked up for about a week before he even got his. And he ordered his before me.
Yeah, I can get it for £12.06.
Yeah, it's just when you're taking you got to make sure you have nothing on the top so you can look down in it. And when you pull that little strip off that covers that little tape, they got a it's another tape underneath. It's a ribbon, what you call it? Plug, a ribbon plug. It is glued to the ribbon plug. So you got to put your finger on that ribbon plug and work a little bit at a time to take it off of that thing so you don't tear it. And when you get it completely off, then you put everything back in and just put it back. You know, it's got instructions on it. Got constructions on how to do it, constructions. My brother used to, for instructions, he always say, do they have constructions with it? Yeah, they have constructions with it. So I always say that. Constructions. But I tell you what, for what it does, when at nighttime I've got my Christmas tree to turn off every night at 11 o'clock. And it comes on in the morning 7 o'clock. Just because I like it.
What?
And but this thing, if I don't turn it off when that goes off, half of my living room's lit up from this light. It's enough light that I can see my front door from the back. It's so much better when you can see what you're printing, you know?
Oh, cool. I found another one for £6.90.
Yeah, just make sure it's got the right voltage, though. It's got to be a 0.5 or something like this.
Says it's for the P1 series.
Well, there you go.
And then there's an X series and a P series.
And this one here, the one I've got, it's just got magnets on it. So you just put it underneath that metal port.
Yeah, this one has.
Yeah. It's worth the money. I'm telling you, well worth the money. I had a problem the other night, David, that you might be able to figure this one out. I was in the back and I was trying to go to sleep, and you listen to the printer and you can tell what it's doing. And I'm listening to it and listening to it. I'm going to sleep. I'm half asleep, and then I hear a little difference in the sound. I'm hearing, I went, okay, something's not loading.
Yeah, you said about the filament.
Yeah, I had the filament break off in two different places. One of them I wasn't even using. I had to come up here, take the P1, the AMS apart, take the strips, the core underneath, take everything out, unscrew it, take everything out. Underneath where you got the 4 go in it, take 2 of them, take all the filament out, put it back. Hasn't happened since.
Is there a place in that AMS that you could set some of those silicon packs? Just set them in.
Yeah, I've got silicone packs in it. But I looked up there.
It sounds like just the tip of it sounds like just the tip of a couple of them were brittle.
That's what I'm thinking. You know, because I had like 4 or 5 different pieces. It's like one little area of it got brittle.
Right.
Because
so it seems like right where the tip of all your filament comes out, somehow that area is causing something on your filament to drop.
Yeah, it's never happened before, you know. So I looked up there.
Been a bad section of that roll.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking what it did is I think it looped around, because sometimes if it catches, it'll loop. It was, let me see, it was a red. Yeah, the red is still plastic. It might, sometimes when it goes back, it'll loop, it'll pick it up, and instead of if it misses somehow on that wheel and spins, sometimes it'll loop and then it'll jump back. You know, catch. So maybe it did that and it hit that other spool and popped it, you know.
You would have thought they would have designed those AMSs with a built-in dryer system for them.
Well, they do. The new ones, the AMS2 has a dryer system in it.
Yeah, but you got the ones, right?
I got the ones because it from Johnny's son-in-law's got the 2, and he said if he buys another, he's getting a 1 because it takes so long to get it to work and all that. You know, it's not all the time drying.
These printers are getting more user friendly, but at the same time they're getting more complex.
Yeah.
Which means more moving parts, more of this, more chances of something breaking.
2 of my stuff is down. Oh yeah. I got, but when I looked up there, I've got little if you look, you can't see in between. If you look in the back on my little picture back here, if you look at the printer where the duct's in between all of those, I've got little silicone packs. That's a little piece that
Been
goes in
changing them
there.
out regularly though?
Well, that's what I was telling you. I looked up there and they were at 30%. And usually in the 20s, 30s, good. It's not going to make a difference, right? So it was at 30%. So I dumped them all and they were all green. They're supposed to be orange. So they were all they were at the time they needed to be changed. So I changed them, put it all back in, filled it all back up. It's at 10%, you know? It's running at 10% right now. So I'm going to make sure that when it gets into the 20s, I'll just change them up.
Might just
You know
have a
what's
lot
strange?
of moisture. You gotta remember, you're in a high humidity area. Too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What is strange though, I've never had an issue with filament drying out.
And how many cycles can those? Because I'd almost bet those silicon balls that you're using. There's got to be a certain amount of cycles before they start becoming ineffective.
Well, it doesn't say it. All you got to, I put it in, it was about a quarter of that container I had. And I put it in a glass container. It was about an inch thick, 8 inches by 8 inches by about an inch thick. That just grabs something else. No, but
I would imagine the molecules in them things break down over time. There's got to be a point where they're not. You're gonna have to get.
What might be ideal for you, I don't know if you have them over in the US, and maybe in your dollar store, you have them little packs that have like a gel in them, and you just sit the lid off, peel the plastic, put the lid back on, and sit it there, and it draws the moisture out of the air.
Oh, humidifier.
Yeah,
What
like
about
it's like a dehumidifier, but it's not plugged in or anything. It's just a little gel packs, and the gel draws the water in, and it fills up.
Okay,
they
guys,
probably
I'm
have
gonna
it
drop
somewhere.
down. I have a few things I have to do.
Okay, later, Ed.
Later, Ed. Well,
Ed,
actually,
you
a
leaving?
humidifier.
Yeah,
would
see
be
you guys
perfect
later.
Thanks, buddy.
this apartment.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Yeah.
Because in our area, if we
Bye,
draw the
guys.
humidity out of the house, it actually cools it down a lot more.
Yeah, but I put them in the microwave. It was about 8 inch. It's a little glass bowl, 8 inches by 8 inches, about an inch thick. I put it at 50% power for about 20 minutes, and then I let it cool for a second. Then I put it back in there for another 20 minutes, 50% power, and they were bright orange after that. And I just put them back. I let them cool a little bit and put them back in the airtight container.
Yeah, I would imagine I wonder how many. There's got to be a cycle limit on those things,
I don't know.
even though it doesn't say it. I would assume that they wouldn't last forever. There's got to be a certain amount of cycles you can put those things through. Whether it be 100 times, a couple hundred times, whatever.
That's
There's
what
gotta
it
be a
says.
point where those things
Reusable,
start
easy to
becoming ineffective.
use, pure silicone, fast
Yeah.
moisture absorption.
Yeah, no,
These little things.
it's just a chemical that absorbs water from the air. Once you dry it out, it can absorb it again. That
Yeah, I know
lost.
yeah, we got a couple of those. I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
Well, I know what it is.
Yeah,
but I'm
these
just-
you can't reuse once they've been done.
Right.
But having one of them, you'll be surprised how much water it will draw in. They normally last probably about a month.
Right. It doesn't have anything about how long they last on the container. But you see, this is a small container, right? This little bitty small container I got. This is a 2 pound, right? Yeah, 2 pound. I got a freaking 8 pound one over there I've never opened. I haven't had to. I'm gonna have to now because I've got so many things filled up. It depends on if I dump some of. I got enough. Now I'm gonna have to do it because I don't have enough in here to fill anything. So I'll have to open the big one. But it's the same brand. I'll make sure I got the same brand. I'm probably gonna dump this into that one. Just because. They're still talking about this.
Those are silicon gel, right?
The silicone beads.
Well, silica.
Silicon beads.
Well, you might say gel on it. It just says orange indicating it's silicon gel, it says. Silica gel.
Yeah,
But
silica.
it's little beads. I tell you one thing, you gotta be careful when you're pouring them and stuff, because they bounce like super balls. They bounce all over the place.
You're better off using something like the leg of a pair of tights or a stocking or something like that. Put it in that and then tie it up.
Yeah. Or get a 3D print a little plastic tub with air holes in at the top. Put it in that.
That's what I got. I've got right now in the big container where I've got 10 of them that are open. I put four of the things you put in the middle that will slide in the middle. In there, full of them, and that's down to. They used to sit at 45%. It's sitting at 30% now. And those don't give me any problem. They've got another one. Let me find it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm thinking about printing these.
Yeah. But them little packs that I just showed you,
Yeah.
the actual water doesn't sit with the gel. The gel pulls the water in, it goes in underneath and traps it, so it can't come back out. The only downside is you've got to make sure you dispose of it properly.
Yeah. Show you what I got. No, I know I got this somewhere in there.
Yeah. I had a friend that he moved into a flat and he he just knew there was a lot of moisture in the flat, so he put shitloads everywhere. And then 2 days later, when he came back to decorate, he just tipped them all down the toilet. Fuck, that controls the problem.
Wow. Okay, I didn't keep that. I'm gonna find one. Let me go back to. I thought that I kept
Yeah,
this.
Unibond do a tablet version.
Okay, I looked it up. So they have about you want to use them about they can go in a industrial setting. It's 3 to 5 cycles. If you're doing it for what you're doing it for, you get about 100 cycles before they start becoming ineffective.
Really?
Yep, that's what it
So I'm
says.
only
That's
on
for
my
the
third
orange
cycle.
silicon
Okay.
disinfectant.
Why don't you just buy yourself a cheap dehumidifier off Amazon? You get them for like
Yeah.
20 quid.
Yeah, I might
And
wanna
what the
do some of
reason
that.
why is it says because exposure to oils and other contaminations can clog the pores, making them inefficient over time or ineffective over time. So yeah, you can roughly do about 100 cycles with them before you'd have to get some new ones, which is still a lot. I mean, that's quite a few cycles. I mean,
Yeah,
how often do
I'm
you
only on
switch them
about.
out?
I'm only maybe at 3 or 4 right now. So
Yeah, so you're good for a while.
this is what I got in there right now in between, like that, and that's all filled up in that, like this. Those things, those are filled up in both of them, and that's got it down to 10% right
And
now.
and it says the best way to test them to see if they need to be replaced. It says they'll become brittle and crumbly, and if the beads crumble when squished between your fingers, it's time to replace them.
Okay, that makes sense because
So-
it's not
So
any
yeah,
problem.
I was gonna say, like, I didn't think they would last forever. I figured at some point they would start disintegrating. So it's saying that over time, the pores that soak up the moisture can get clogged with just contaminants like
Yeah,
from
now
air,
this
dust,
this is the one I'm
different
thinking
stuff
about.
like that.
Did you see what I had, Justin? The other ones, just like the little
Mhm.
block. Yeah, this is the one that I'm thinking about printing for it. This one right here. Oh, come on.
So now you know for the future how to test them if you need to
This one.
replace them. Plus, like I said, if you're only on like the 3rd or 4th cycle, you've had those for
Yeah.
months now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll probably be good for another year then.
So you see this one right here? You could print. I think it's. Let's see. You could print 1, 2. You could actually print 3 of them. 3 of these to put in there, and it goes in between the filaments,
And then you
that
put the
holds-
beads inside of them.
and the beads go inside of them.
Well, there you go.
But
That's
where does
what
the
I'm-
moisture go?
The
Into
beads
the
suck
beads.
them up.
The beads suck it up.
And
Right,
then the
well, that's
beads
your-
will change
Them
color.
beads are no good then. That's not going to work because the moisture stays there.
I understand, but once the moisture starts rising, then you change the beads out. Because right now, like I said, I put them in 2 days ago, and it's sitting at 10%. When
No,
it gets
it's-
into like 25%, that's when I'm gonna change them out, and then it'll go right back to 10%.
The beads absorb the water but stay dry.
Yeah.
There is no water anywhere. So
That's one of them there, but that's not the one I want. There's another one that looks a lot better than that one. Trying to find it. I mean,
And it
I
makes
wa-
sense that industrial use would get a lot less because they're probably putting them under a lot more strain.
yeah.
Well, there's 3 hours left on this print.
Well, all you could do is print a couple and try them and see how they work out.
You know what? You know how long they take to print?
That doesn't
This
look
might be-
like that would take that long to print. It shouldn't. Those look really
Each
thin.
one of them's about
Those would-
6 hours.
Those would have to be super thin to fit in between the rolls.
Yeah, let me show you. This is the ones I think it was. This one right here, you can put 3 of them in there. You see?
Yeah, and then there's a little, looks like a little screw knob that you screw off the side,
Yeah, it's right here.
and then you fill it up.
You pull the thing on. I'll show you.
Oh yeah, the other one you were showing had a little screw thing.
Yeah, this one here, it comes off where you just you slide this, fill it up, and slide it back. That's what it is.
Well,
But
try
that
that
one
and
right,
see.
that one's one of them's 14
'Cause-
hours.
You need 3 of them per AMS,
Yeah, I need to print 6
so
of them.
you need to do 6.
Yeah,
Well, you could try 3 and 1 and see how they do in the one, and then
see how
if
long
they
this
work
takes.
good.
Me right
It
It
says
then print
it
3
says
more.
it takes
They're cool
it's-
though, aren't they?
what?
She's talking to David,
Oh,
not you.
well,
I don't
know
think
what
she's that excited about a print that goes in
Yeah.
your AMS, Joe.
I don't know what she's showing him and said they look cool. Yeah. Now let's see. Slice this print. Let's see. how
Sorry about
long
that,
it
guys.
takes.
She started talking to me. She finished, so I unmuted myself and she carried on talking.
Well, I was wondering what she was showing you. Said, look, they look cool, don't they?
I said I don't think Laura's getting that excited about a 3D print. Joe's printer.
Justin.
Well, put it this way: that 3D print that's printing, that's going to be fucking massive.
That right there. That's what I'm talking about. And it just fills up through the bottom.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for it to tell me how long it's going to take. It says 14 hours.
Oh,
14 hours.
do you have
Joe,
enough balls? to fill 6 of those?
Joe.
Yeah.
Go back to prepare. Click on
Yeah.
prepare.
Right.
Click your object, or
Right.
right now. Press your is it control. Yeah, your
Okay,
control
let's-
button, and select the second one. And then on your top line, you've got a new option that says, what's it called? Lay on face, it's called. If you click that, it will put it to the best way to print it rather than standing it up like that.
They'll find a more efficient way of printing it.
Yeah, but also a safer way, because standing it up like that, being so thin,
Yeah.
that would
Yeah.
need a hell of a lot of support.
You know, you got a point.
Yeah, you would think they would lay that one down to print it.
But then again, it might not be able to if a
Well, it is like a mesh netting though too. So
yeah.
It just gets me.
Yeah.
Hi,
it's a
Kate.
mesh.
it might not be able to, because then if it was on its side, it might have to have supports on the inside, which would make it useless, because you
Yeah,
wouldn't
you
be
got
able
a
to get
point.
the fucking beads in there.
Yep. Yeah, I'll play
You'd
with
have
it and
to-
see what it says. Yeah, I'm playing with it right now.
If I was doing that, then you know what I'd do?
Yeah,
I'd go on Blender and I'd just make make a block and put 4 of it, one
Now-
in each corner just to hold it.
Is that an actual print from Bamboo themselves?
Yeah, that's from Bamboo.
Well,
and
wouldn't they make? Don't they make their prints like the most efficient they could be for the printer
No.
though, right off the bat?
No.
No, it's people putting it
They,
in.
yeah, they make it on what will get you to buy more bamboo filament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna need a lot of support the way it is, the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
But
might
if, you,
have.
but if you turn it so that chunk in the bottom corner that's out, if you turn it so that sits down, that will
Right.
cut your supports. And like I said, just print or go on Blender, make a block that you can put in each corner. Yeah, I know you're going to waste a bit of filament with the blocks, but it'll stop it being knocked over.
Right.
But
I'd
don't
be
just put
pissed
it
if it got
up,
to the
but
top
not
and
put
knocked
it
it
right
over.
against it, if you get what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I haven't printed it though yet, because it said 14 hours. I don't feel like doing 14-hour print.
Right, I'm gonna drop
It's
off.
not
I'm
like
going-
you're actually
That's the
sitting there
netting bit.
doing it. The
Yeah.
machine
Going-
just does it.
But
Yeah.
it's a 14-hour print.
Joe
I'm
acting
drop-
like he's sitting there with a fucking pen doing it himself.
I'm
Yeah.
dropping off for going shopping.
Catch you
Later,
later.
Mark.
See you later.
I know where Joel's coming from because a 14-hour print, you've got to, the way filaments are lately, the amount of crossing on them, you've got to keep going back and checking and make sure there's no cross sections.
Now, if you're a professional like me, not to do any of
Yeah.
that.
A professional like you, how many 3D printers you got?
136.
Yeah, the only support
And
this thing
You
is
got another
showing is
question,
like
huh? You got another question?
And where are you keeping them? In your top drawer? In the bedside cabinet?
it's not showing a lot of support on the sides. It's just a support on the bottom to hold it in place. There's a lot of support. So, I don't
I
know.
mean, if you don't want to do it that way, just do it the way they said it to begin with.
Yeah. But like I
'Cause
said,
you said it was
what I've
only
got in
6
there is
hours,
working
I
now.
thought. I thought you said it
Hmm?
was only a 6-hour print.
No, it's 14 on this. Well,
If you
one.
change it, it's 14?
I didn't change it yet. I was looking at it.
Have you seen the new 3D printer they're on about bringing out? It's going to cost, it'll probably cost you about $800 over there.
Mm-hmm.
But you can have 24 colors and it doesn't, instead of swapping your filaments, it actually swaps your nozzles. So your nozzles are heated and then it'll
Yep.
just come along and pick the color it wants and then goes back and then prints with that and then goes back and swaps.
Yeah, that's a
So
pretty
you
good
can
deal.
do proper models.
Here you go. Let me show you real quick. Right here.
Head back to work.
You see the green right here on the little square things?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's what I have in there now. I've got 3 big ones and 2 little ones in right now, and it's at 10%. So I really don't have to print that other one. I thought that might give me a little bit more. You know what I mean?
To be honest, see if you can buy them. It
You
might
might
be
be able
cheaper.
to. Might be easier. But
Yeah.
that's a lot of work.
Well, copy what's there as the print name and go throw it in Amazon and see if anything comes up.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now. Watch somebody sell them for $5 a piece. Let's see.
I mean, sometimes it's just easier to buy things. It's more convenient. You got something to dick around with it.
No, all it's showing me is
Watch them be like $150 on Amazon piece. It's like a ridiculous ass price.
No, it's just it's not showing me any. All it's showing me is the beads and stuff.
Now, if you wanted to find one that was already printed, you
Yeah.
check Etsy.
Yeah, Etsy will have it.
Let me just check and see what's over here.
Now I might buy this. It's a 4-pack. It's the same company with the light, the BIQU Panda AMS Guard ceramic filament inlets. So it's ceramic, so it doesn't break them as easy. It's an upgrade, plug and play, $15.99 for 4 of them.
How many?
might-
You need 8 altogether, right?
Yeah, I need 8. It'd be worth it because the AMS2 comes out with a ceramic one on the inside.
Well,
Actually,
before you spend that money, go on YouTube, see if anybody's done a review video on them.
yeah, Johnny,
They're
I think
worth it.
I think Johnny's new AMS had ceramic. The new AMS1 was ceramic.
Don't
No,
go by
no,
what Johnny says.
No,
This
yeah, I
guy
can't believe
Joe
Johnny.
told me he's not good at printing.
Yeah, I know.
He
All he prints is little bitty ducks.
sells, he prints the itty bitty ducks. You don't have to
Yeah.
print shit.
But he his son-in-law, Matt, the AMS2 is ceramic. That's what it is.
I'm jumping off. I gotta head back to work. I'll catch you all later.
Hey,
Catch you later, guys. Yeah, catch you later, Paul. Catch you later, Joe.
Okay,
Yeah.
everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see you again later.
You
I
catch
got a
you
game
later.
tonight, so I won't probably should have to watch later.
Okay. All right. Take
All right.
care.